SDS Nation, welcome back to another fantastic episode. And listen, transfer window has just closed, so what better time to review the window? And today we're going to be grading every team's transfer window. Get involved in the comments. You're obviously the extra voice on this podcast. Let me introduce the table for this episode.
And girls.
Boys and girls, of course. Boys, girls, aliens, whoever you are, comment below.
Haywans.
Haywans. Don't forget them as well.
We're inclusive, man.
But listen, as you can hear next to me, I have a man who's as important to SDS as crude oil is to Iraq. It's Elfin.
That's fantastic.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
This guy's made for this.
Sitting across from you, we have a man of many cultures, a man of many languages. It's Lias Bouzivi again, ladies and gentlemen.
That's good, man.
That's good, man.
And of course, we have the Southside sensation.
You're
Sitting next to him.
Listen,
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Hey, you're good at this hosting
Hey,
thing,
come on, man.
You know what you're
Professional.
doing,
Sharky, I'm coming. But listen, we got an interesting one today, and let's not even waste any time. Let's get straight into it. First team on the board, Chelsea FC. And listen,
the Chelsea.
Categories first?
oh, yeah, so apologies, my bad. Yes,
Sharky,
the
he ain't coming,
categories.
man.
Yeah. I've still got a bit more to go. Still, yeah.
That seat is cold, bro.
No. As long as I'm ahead of him, I'm good.
Post, please. No.
Post, please.
No. Nobody wants
Hey,
that.
you've been dunking on the seat
Yeah,
lately
nobody
on
wants that.
timeline.
Yeah, see, man.
I ain't liking that, man.
It's been a while since I've seen
he's in control of the edit, huh?
Oh, man. Hey, man. Be good to me, man. Be nice to me, man.
The categories we have today, as you can see, top one is perfect. After that is great. Then we have good. Then we have average. Then second to last, we have incomplete. And then lastly, we have awful.
You know, I really like the incomplete one.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a new addition.
This season, we've added, a few more categories because last year there was a few grey areas. We said, let's settle it this year.
Growth.
All 20 teams will be reviewed. First team up is Chelsea, who's obviously signed Esteval, João Pedro,
Esteval's not in this window,
Jarell
Last
Hato.
season. That was last season.
Esteval, yes.
You're
So
right.
they signed they signed João Pedro, Gittins, Garnacho, Hato, Delap, Isugu, Sarr, and Buonanotte.
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 So who's
Buonanotte?
Buonanotte. It's a song. But in terms
Where do
of
we grade that
but
window?
you want to say departures first though? Departures
Departures, yes.
because it
Yes,
does have
yes.
an impact.
Incomings and outgoings.
I call it departures. They might be the best team, fam. Let's be real. Yeah, they might be the best team
There's
and the
a
greatest
couple
team for
candidates,
departures.
There's a
But for
couple
departures is Nani, Nkunku, Joao, Petrovic, Leslie, Dewsbury Hall, Vega, Broja, Carney, Nico Jackson.
Yeah,
Chilwell.
They're the best outfit.
Brother, and
Chilwell's a
combine
big wage off the books.
and combine all of that in terms of what they've sold this summer, they've sold about 332 million euros.
Wow.
Which is incredible. Absolutely
That
incredible.
is
certainly is.
incomings and outgoings there. Where are we looking to? Is that a great window? Is that a good window? Is that an average window?
I'm gonna be real.
And I think I don't know how we want to frame it, but in almost the context of what their targets.
That's
would
exactly
be.
what I'm looking at. So
Does
they
that make
finished
sense?
fourth last season, and depending on what we have to agree upon what their targets were going into this year, I think they were trying to be the dark horse, or they wanted to be the dark horse of the Premier League title race. Let the limelight be on the Liverpools and the Arsenals of the world. Can we do something and try and finish as high as possible? So if we're looking at that, I kind of split Chelsea's window into two. Like who they could have potentially got in, they were strongly linked with Xavi Simons, Fermin Lopez, and that was nabbed by Tottenham, and also Fermin Lopez. So it's almost who they missed out on and who they ended up getting the signatures of. They've got that left wing. They've got Garnacho and Bino Gittins as well.
And the back line and the goalkeeper as well. They haven't
Yeah.
fixed that.
They
So
haven't.
I'm gonna be real, yeah. Let's be real.
What you thinking?
Outside of Joao Pedro, do you see any of those players which have signed actual starters for Chelsea?
I mean, one of Gittins and Garnacho is
Have
going
to start,
Yeah.
but
That was a shoe-in. It was a shoe-in.
It was
With Sancho going and so on.
I feel like they haven't fixed the goalkeeper issue and they haven't fixed. I feel like a centre back was needed at the same time. Hato, fair enough, but he's going to be left back or centre back. I think because of the departures alone, we might have them high, but I can't have them perfect. I'm looking at either good or great.
Good or great?
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
would've
Chelsea
said-
fans themselves would say great.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you guys might have great.
Yeah,
I've got them good.
leaning more towards good.
I've got good
because
as well.
I think, as you said, the outgoings are well. I think they upgraded the attack with getting Nkunku and Jackson out of there and replacing it with João Pedro and Liam Delap. Personally, I think.
Do you think they've spent the money that well, though?
I don't think so.
I think they could have
I don't
gotten
look
better.
at Chelsea as much better than they were in terms of their squad. I don't look at their squad as much stronger than it was last season. I think Joao Pedro is the one for sure. Is like a game changer for them.
I think the wing area was where I was looking for that extra strength to come in because you lose Madueke, and I feel like nobody really stepped up in the likes of Mudryk, Sterling, all of these blue coat signings that they made over the past year.
To be fair, on the left,
Neto's done, but he's been in and out and fleeting.
I think
moments.
Neto this season has started the season well, but he's a signing from last year.
You said have they spent well? They've spent 328 million euros. Right before everyone says, "Oh, no more pounds," but they've concluded two: Payet and Steve.
But Esteval was a signing made before,
I don't know,
right?
but he came.
So if we're counting Esteval, I think it changes. Okay, if you had Esteval, I think it changes.
I'm counting Esteval in this summer because he's arrived this summer.
Is Mamadashvili a signing this summer for Liverpool?
I would look at it,
Yeah,
because he joined this summer and the fee was paid.
I mean, fair enough.
They spent 328 and they
signed him
sold.
like a year. For me, they signed him like over a year ago, and then they loaned him back out to Palmeiras. So I don't know.
But he
Do you
technically
know
came
what
this
though?
summer.
Do you know because you've
I
used
hear- I agree-
So
I
are we? Let's set a precedent here. If we're gonna include Esteval, everyone
We're
else.
doing that
let's
for
do that.
everybody.
Okay,
For
if we do
example,
that, then it changes for me.
Danso and Tel are included as Spurs' incomings
No,
this
but
summer.
you guys bought them this summer.
And Danso's
That's
played
why.
already.
No, but that's different. You
on
bought
You're
them.
saying the fact that they loaned him back.
Yeah, Esteval was
I'm
purchased
gonna-
as a
It's kind
Chelsea.
of the same
I'm
thing.
gonna
That's
be
how I
real.
look at it.
Without-
They're joining the club now.
Without Steve, it's good. With Steve, it's great for me.
I disagree. I think
it's
with
good.
Steve, it's good. Without Steve, I would say it's average. I don't think Chelsea have had a
Thing
great
is,
window.
No, in terms of signings, I fully agree with
But I think
average.
signings is a big thing, bro.
But the departures, the amount of money
They
which
are
they got,
unbelievable.
But is it more-
But we knew that already with Chelsea. We knew that already with Chelsea.
I think if they didn't have that, they might even be lower. To be honest,
I'm actually leaning towards you with the average now because I'm looking at it and it's like Joao Pedro's the only real first.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, you can talk about all the outgoings and the money you raised, but
is
did they
Garnacho
spend the money that well?
Is Garnacho the primary target they would have wanted in that position? I don't know, and I don't even know if that many Chelsea fans are that happy with the
happy
I'll
signing.
tell you what, I
Yes,
think
they
Garnacho is
value.
actually for the fee. It's actually good value for money. I don't know how he's going to perform, but I
What was
think
it, 37 million?
40 million
Yeah,
as,
around
as
that.
a total package
Yeah.
is 40 million. I think that's actually good value for what he is.
I'm looking at it, Buonanotte, Gittins is a young gamble, and I think someone actually tweeted out where Chelsea are great at signing 78 to 81 rated players on FIFA. And I was like, that's
Like I said,
actually
Chelsea are the best at signing players that have potential to like really go on to be great things. So this
That next
window,
level.
over the next year or two, we might look back at it and say, well, this was actually much better than we thought. But at the moment, do I think the signings that they made have really moved the needle for them too much? Barge, Pedro, and I guess Esteval as well too. I don't really think so
Let's
that
think
much.
about-
So
Average
Yeah,
is
but I
hard.
think, but I think we also
no,
have to
as
consider.
I said, if you include Esteval, I go good. If you,
I
if you
mean,
include
I'm
Esteval.
doing the including.
So
the,
then I go
you
good.
have to join this summer.
Yeah.
If you've
but
joined this
there's-
summer, you're
okay,
part
I
of
say
that.
No, but Fuad, there's two things that you got to consider. Like I said before, what they're going for. Do we think that based on the targets that they had, that they are trying to be in potential in a title race, is that
And they're
where
trying
we
to
wanted
compete
be
in Europe and other
and they have so many other
Champions
competitions
League,
that are in
yeah.
at the same time here.
Yeah.
I'm leaning more towards average, if I'm being honest.
I go if we're including Esteval, I go good.
I think good. For me, I go.
Oh, so we have to decide. Are we including
Yeah,
Esteban?
well,
I
now
think
we're
good.
making a vote.
Do you want to include Esteval?
I want to include Esteban. I'm going good.
Okay, go. Okay.
No, I go good then.
Good.
No, I don't mind.
All right, then put Chelsea in.
I think
good.
average is a bit harsh, especially because of what they've done.
If
Departures.
they hadn't signed Esteval, for me, it's an average window.
I agree.
Yeah.
I even but if they didn't sign Joao Pedro, it would be like incomplete.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
Nicholas
complete.
Jackson stuff as well, because Dillap being injured now as well. Nicholas Jackson going for that level of money, but
That's a
they
good.
have, they have to
He'll be back
recall
soon.
Mark Goody
He'll
as
be
well.
back soon.
But we'll
Good
see how it goes. We see how.
Next up, we have Crystal Palace, and obviously the big departure for them was Eze.
Yeah.
They did manage to keep Mark Guehi deadline day. Steve Parish had
At
to
least
step
for a few
in.
more months.
I mean,
Glasner had to
boss-
step in.
I mean,
That's-
Glasner,
yeah.
boss
Boss
calls were
calls,
made.
yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
real.
So,
So for
fair play
Palace,
to Glasner.
the signings
Who've
which
they
they've
signed?
made is Jerome Pino from Villarreal for 30 million.
I like
Big
it.
money
A
spent.
Donny from Toulouse called Canva.
He's the center back.
Yeah.
He's a centre back,
Yeah.
I think that's the one.
And they sold and they bought Sosa from Ajax for
Yeah,
2.3
Borna
million.
Sosa.
Wing back depth.
Yeah.
The left,
For
left
departures, it's only really and truly, it's only Eze and Edouard.
Yeah,
He went to
Eze.
Lens.
Yeah.
It's just Eze. Let's be real. They won the FA Cup last season, which is a massive achievement.
Yeah.
They've now got European football. Do you guys think they've only added what 3 players? Jerome Pino is a replacement.
Yeah.
The other Donny, which you said is a centre back.
back. Yeah, they signed the centre half, but not a Negrehi replacement.
It's
They
not
needed
gay,
depth
it's a
anyway.
centre back, and they signed Sosa, who I
The
don't,
headline-
I don't know who the hell Sosa is.
Sosa's
He's
the
a full-
left
he's
Croatian
left
left
back.
back.
He's
Wing
left
back
back.
depth.
Yeah,
fullback.
Croatian
You
left
think
back.
they've added enough?
I think the fact that they kept Gahey is a
Is the
massive
huge
positive
thing.
for them.
That's the headline.
And I think Eze's a loss, but I actually think. Well, you've watched a lot of Jerome Pino.
It's very good. But Yeremy Pino was very good 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The hype was there 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Sure.
Last season, he was out with injuries and he wasn't consistent.
Yeah.
Now, I'm surprised he actually left because Villarreal's doing very well.
Do you see him as someone who can come in and improve Palace?
I think he come in and do well. The same impact that Eze, I don't think so.
I give Palace a good. The fact that they kept most of their team, I put them at good. I think that was the big struggle for them because, bro, Gahey was on the last year of his deal.
Yeah.
And Eze, everyone knew he was going to leave. The fact that they only lost one of them, and they're potentially bringing in someone like Pino who could come in and be a game changer.
And
for
they
them.
could have lost.
Would you not think though? Now that obviously you've qualified for European competition, you should be adding a bit more.
That's
and a
my
bit more
point.
quality
You've got
and
European
improving
football
the
now.
depth in your squad. And it almost feels like, okay, Pino's come in because Eze's gone out.
Yeah.
But outside of that transfer, you basically just...
Have you taken a step forward? The question is, have you taken a step
I think
forward?
Palace's side is good, bro. I'm
I
not gonna
actually
lie.
think their squad last year, they bought a lot. Kamada, Sarr, I remember they was...
I think that in
So
terms
maybe
of
they felt
depth,
that they had a good
in
depth
terms of
already.
depth, they actually like bar maybe center forward. Who's the back?
Mateta's the
goes
only
on.
one, yeah.
That's maybe the only one. But I actually look at their squad and I'm like, I think it's a pretty good squad, bro. I think the
I
biggest
just
thing was,
think, could they maybe have added more? I would have just looked at this window and said,
but
average.
I think if you added more, it goes to great for me. I think they've had a good window.
It's about who they keep.
Yeah,
as
I don't
well.
think so.
Yeah,
Like
I think keeping Gahey,
their squad does actually have decent depth already.
Yeah.
Playing
'Cause
a
I was
playing
going
a free
into-
back system was so important for them to sign this centre half as well and keep Gahey at
I'll
the
be
same
real.
time
For
as
me,
well.
I was saying all summer, Palace cannot lose Gahey and Eze.
No.
Because if they do, I think the potential that they have this season
Is-
will massively fall down. So
yeah.
the fact that they have managed to keep one of them, I think, is like a bonus for their window. So
All right.
I would go good personally.
Good? Where you going?
Yeah, I hear it. I'm with
Good?
good. I'm
Faisal, where you going?
I disagree, but if all the table says good,
Well, no, it's a
No, it's
No,
not.
no, what do you think? What do you think?
I
Your
don't
vote is
think so.
actually
I think
decisive.
for me, I think it's either average or incomplete. I don't think the reason I say incomplete is not because it's bad.
Yeah.
Because they haven't added like Forest. They've got European football and they added so many players for depth for squad. We'll get to Forest. Palace, they've only signed 3 players. One of them is a replacement, and they've got European football.
Maybe the only thing I would say is they wanted Al Khanous for a lot of that window and they didn't manage to get him. Yeremy Pino, I think, was the backup. That's
the
the only
backup.
thing that would maybe change it to
I'm looking at average.
average.
I'm looking
I'm
at
looking
average.
at average
I can
as
hear
well, I'll be
average.
honest with you.
I can hear average. Okay, we
Support
can put
Palace in
we can
average.
put Palace at average. I don't
And
mind
then
that.
maybe later on, when all the teams move around, we can maybe shuffle some teams around as well. Next up, we're going back to
put
London.
I put
We're
these
staying
guys
in
perfect.
London. We are looking at Arsenal.
For me, perfect.
Ooh.
Perfect window. They've put themselves in a position now where they have the most depth in the league. They signed in every single position they needed to. And I think they've signed well as well, too. I think the quality is absolutely there. I don't see what more they could have done to have a better window.
Nah, for me, that is not a
Saka
perfect
back
window
up.
because
What could possibly make it more perfect?
it's for me, it's the caliber of the players that you're signing. And for me, I think, look, Zubimendi, great. Gyökeres, great. Outside of those two, I don't really
Eze?
know.
Yeah.
Eze's good as well. But I think it's a great window. For me, perfect means you have addressed all your problems. Like, I can definitively go into the season saying Arsenal are going to win the title or Arsenal
it's
have
not
a very
perfect.
strong case.
It's not perfect.
I
I
don't
think
look
they
at
do
it.
have a strong case to win the title.
Yeah, I think they
Personally,
do.
I
I
don't
think
think
they
so.
do.
I
No,
think
definitely,
now,
definitely.
here's the thing. The squad has gotten better than last season.
Yeah.
Miles, they've definitely added depth and quality.
But
I'm
Fuad,
not-
can I ask you
but I
this?
don't know if it's definitively title-winning
not
quality.
perfect.
But, okay, what more could they have added to make it title-winning quality?
And
Because
a
one day,
left
let
winger.
me say this: they did bring a left side player.
For me,
Eze is coming
that-
in to play off the left.
He will be playing
And,
off the
and they
left,
also
but-
brought in a player that can also play off the left in Madueke. Now, Madueke, if he had came without Eze, I was questioning that signing. But
Yeah.
now that you've also signed... For me, Arsenal last season had a very good starting 11. I don't think there was
Yeah,
much
true.
you could do, and they still managed to add to that starting 11.
I still
For me, a
see-
big issue with Arsenal was the depth. The amount of injuries that they suffered completely collapsed their team. And the fact that they've massively addressed that depth, plus added to their starting 11. I'm sorry, this has to be perfect for me.
Depth-wise, I can be in complete agreement with you.
Yeah,
My
Norgard.
problem is the Norgards,
Yeah,
the
Norgard,
Mosqueras, these
Kepa,
guys.
Mosquera.
I
They're
think
actually good-
That's
with
good. That's
Kepa.
good.
Quality
My
backups.
thing-
They have 2 players for every position.
Let me
But I
explain to you
don't
why.
know if
Let me
it's
explain to you why I don't think it's
perfect.
perfect. Let me explain to you why. Let me explain to you
For
why.
me, it's great.
My thing with Eze, the way I see Eze, is potentially he could be used in rotation with Odegaard centrally as well. He can do 2 birds, 1 stone. Left wing and also in central areas.
Yeah.
My problem is there could be a moment in this season where Martinelli is still playing on the left-hand side or Trossard is still starting games on the left-hand side, which would mean that there is a huge hole for Arsenal in their team right now, which would mean it's not
Liverpool
perfect.
game. Every
player
At the
has-
same
every
time,
team has players
yeah,
like that.
that's why it's not going to be complete. But I'm just saying I couldn't call it a perfect window when I think they still need that marquee winger when I think Ezra is better centrally. That's just me.
But
The way I perceive Eze as a signing.
But that's how you perceive it. The way they perceive it is for Eze to play off the left for them, bro. He's gonna come in and play off the left.
No, but my thing is we're going to see a lot of games where Eze plays centrally when maybe
And I think in those games,
because
Madueke will be playing
Odegaard
off
is
the
coming.
left.
I think Madueke is brilliant for the Saka backup. That's what I think. Obviously,
I
he can play
think
off the
that-
left hand
yeah,
side.
I
as well.
agree- I
But
agree with
think
that.
that he has finally ticked that box that Arsenal has been worried
For
about
you,
for a long time.
perfect had to be
Sa-
they signed Rodrigo.
Arguably.
Rodrigo.
Yeah, I'm not
Or
even
Rodri-
joking with
that's
you.
perfect.
That for me would have
a-
been
Or
perfect.
Rodrigo
That's
or
also-
Leao or
that-
something like this.
that
That would
for
be
me
perfect
says-
for me. We need to know
I
what
think we're
perfect means.
nitpicking, I can't lie.
Perfect means.
I'm a
But we have to nitpick
There is
perfect.
perfect
But-
for
but
me.
I would even say Liverpool, you can say Liverpool are not perfect.
Perfect means there's no questions left unanswered.
Then I'm going to-
right now, I'm
then-
telling
then
you
I'm
now,
saying this.
there
No
are
team on this
I'm telling
entire-
you, there's Arsenal fans right
They're
now
the
that will
closest
tell
thing
you
to perfect.
we didn't have the perfect window.
Liverpool and
Then
Arsenal.
I'm telling you right. Then I'm telling you right now, there won't be a single team on perfect. By
I'm
the way, we're
telling you,
going.
there
off
might be
them.
one. There might
No,
be
because
one.
then even the team you're gonna say, bro, they also could have done more. They literally went to the last day and didn't get the last.
I don't wanna
one.
talk about them, so
Then
we're
when
not
we
there.
get
Yeah,
when
we're
we
not
can
there.
get to
We're not there
whoever
yet.
when we get to, but the fact that this is
I'm a
perfect
rule.
for me, I don't think it's perfect.
I think Arsenal fans wouldn't think it's perfect.
No,
I think a lot of Arsenal fans would say it's not a perfect window.
Okay, look, perfect. If that's the case, like I said, no one will be perfect. But if we're judging who is the closest to perfect, they are amongst the
They're
three.
great.
They
They're
got amongst
great.
they
Bro,
got
bro.
the three best
Okay,
windows.
But it
in the
doesn't say
league, bro.
closest to
My
perfect.
opinion.
Then we shouldn't have perfect in general then, because none of them did perfect.
My
That's the whole
opinion-
point.
I hear you. I
Go
don't
on,
disagree with that.
Faisal, go on.
My opinion is I agree with Lias. I think they've solved every position. You guys know that he's right. You guys are not nitpicking some or the quality. Yes, yeah, I agree. Victor wasn't the main option.
You can always
He
do better, of course,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can always do better, but
Yeah.
they've added squad depth to it. Last season, the problem
Yeah,
was
they
squad
solved the
depth.
injuries.
They've
great.
everything. They've got two. Now
Now
you
you
can't.
a huge
yes,
tick. That's a huge tick.
That's a huge tick, but now you can't say, well, Rodrigo could have come, but they signed Eze. Victor couldn't come, but they signed Victor. They've solved every position. Last season, that was the issue. Now they've done it. That is the
I
perfect
agree.
window.
I hear you, but I disagree.
For me, it's a
I
great
hear
window.
you. I don't
Genuinely
think-
address your
I don't think
problems,
you're mad
but
wrong
it's
with
not
the
to the degree that you wanted to.
Let's put them at
and the fact
great.
that you're
Let's
saying
go-
they picked their
let's-
backups
Let's
is
let's
proof
put
of
them
that.
at great, and then at the end of the video, let's see how many teams are at perfect. Then I'm here to
I
tell
don't
you
think
right
there'll
now.
be a lot of teams.
I'm not
I'm here to tell
expecting
you
there to
there
be
won't.
many.
I'm here to tell you there won't be one team in perfect based on how
No, but
nitpicky
you're
we are.
right.
But the thing is, that there is never going to be that type of window where 5 teams have
Then
a
we should
perfect
get-
window.
but
the thing is,
Fuad, you're
it's
not
meant to
saying
be a
there won't
difficult
be-
thing to
but
achieve.
Fuad,
perfect.
there will not be a
Perfect
single.
means
I'm telling you,
perfection.
Perfect means perfection,
and
bro.
I hear you. By that definition, there will not be a single team in that perfect.
If that's the case,
So then
that's the case.
Then my whole point is
can
that
pick
we
up,
should-
but don't
because-
preempt.
Cool, but what is wrong?
Fuad,
What
you're
is
saying
wrong?
don't preempt. We have to, bro. We have
Okay,
to.
no,
For
I
the sake
don't
of the
mind
video, we have
preempting. But I
to.
don't mind preempting. But there's no problem with us saying we here to sit down and review a transfer window and say we don't think any
Then we
team has
should-
perfectly
then we should
everything.
change the top thing then, because Arsenal have had one of the, I would say, 2 to 3 best windows.
I agree.
In the entire thing, and no one else can say they've had a
how is
perfect
it-
window.
but
bro.
my
But what's, there's
Well,
no
no,
caveat.
my-
I think
my
we were
question-
asked.
okay.
Well, we were asked before if we're not going to put in 4 in each. We don't have to put anyone.
No,
in
but we need to put at least
can I
one
ask
in the
you-
top row, bro.
Can I
Right?
ask you guys a question?
Talk to me.
What can make it perfect?
A proper left winger.
Who?
For me,
A marquee signing.
Madueke alternative
is
for
a
me. I
proper
think
market
No, he knows he's an
Gyökeres
unbelievable
was
player,
a bit
but
of a
I
gamble
think-
in my opinion, and we're still finding that out now.
Gamble where 3 clubs wanted him.
3 clubs wanted him, but nobody was really taking a punt on him for long. Let's
spent
be honest, bro.
57 million on
And
him,
the thing
bro.
is Eze for me, great player. I wanted him at Spurs. Is he really that title-winning needle mover?
No, he can be.
We're gonna
Yeah,
find
no,
out.
no, I
We're
don't-
gonna find out.
I'm not
We're
having
gonna
that.
find out.
I'm not having that.
disagree with that.
I'm not having
I
that.
disagree.
I'm not having
I
that.
disagree with that.
I'm not
I
having
disagree.
that.
I disagree.
I'm not having that.
I disagree. I don't. Yeah, I don't agree.
You can say that about
I don't
everybody,
agree.
bro.
I
You
don't
can
agree.
say that
He
about
could.
signing.
No,
You can
that's
say
because
about
we
every
disagree.
signing,
I'm
bro.
saying that I think he could win them the title. Eze could win them the title. He could do.
Might do.
You're being shameless.
Okay,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
Why are you being
shameless,
shameless?
bro.
You're being shameless.
Cool.
You know what?
If it means,
You don't wanna put him
do
in
I
perfect,
think?
go for it.
Do you know what? Cool. My thing is this. My thing is this. If I spoke about earlier, and I have to check myself here. I spoke about earlier. It depends on what your ambitions are and your window, what you're doing based on your ambitions. They want to win the league title. Eze, I believe, could win them the league title.
you
So
think
on
they'll
that basis, if you're saying that's perfect, I don't mind.
Well, okay,
I don't mind.
For what they needed and what they could realistically do, I think that's a perfect window.
I think
Can I-
the reason why I keep saying
Well,
it's
can I
great.
just go through just one thing? Yeah.
Talk to me.
Kepa, they signed. Backup,
Brilliant.
great
5
backup
million.
for 5
5
million.
million.
At one point, he's the most. He still
Started
is
at
the most
Bournemouth.
expensive, right?
Yeah, brilliant.
Cool. No guard.
Brilliant
Defensive
depth.
cover.
Brilliant depth.
Cool.
Hincapié Mosquera.
Mosquera. Amazing. The game against Liverpool.
Brilliant.
Amazing. Nani.
Yeah,
Nani
good
was
backup.
the only one that I looked at as
I only said it because
But
they hadn't signed
price
anyone
tag
else.
exactly.
as well.
But
Price
now,
tag
but
as
now
well.
he moves on the right.
I said
now
this.
he moves on the
I said
right.
this when Eze was fine. You've got to look back
Victor,
afterwards.
before the 2 games,
Yeah.
brother, people were looking at Victor as a goal scorer. They needed goals.
No, there was question marks around Victor Gyökeres
They
all summer
need
long.
them
bro.
both.
There's
Yeah.
question marks about
About
every
any
striker on
player.
the market, bro.
About any player.
That's it.
He
That's
can
all I'm
bring the
asking.
attack. Okay, nah,
Zubimendi, wallah, for me,
I hear you, I
okay,
hear
for
you, I
me,
hear you.
if they didn't sign Zubimendi, then I would like to say good. But
Facts.
they
You would say
signed.
good if Zubimendi
Yeah, I
only.
hear you.
It goes from perfect to
Zubimendi
good.
changed the whole window for me.
It goes from
That's
perfect
the
to
best
good.
window.
for
That
Zubimendi.
was a game changer.
No,
bro.
Zubimendi is the game changer.
I hear you.
Every team's got a game changer. For me, Zubimendi is the game changer.
Okay.
You swayed me. I know you swayed me.
So you're saying
If
perfect as
they win
well.
the
My whole
if it
thing
means that it's going to make them win the title, and I think they could win the title this season, and
And don't-
Eze could be
I
a big
don't.
part of that. I'm not.
For me,
I
their-
think I
their-
can
their-
conf-
their title, their transfer market was enough for me to look at them and say, yeah, they can go again, and
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they
Yes.
won. Before this window, if they had just stayed the same, or even if they had only made 3 signings, I would have been like, nah. they didn't
My
do
only
enough.
issue
I
was
agree,
thinking.
and-
No, but
and they have no
my only
excuses.
issue was
When-
thinking if Martinelli is still starting games, let's say Odegaard's coming off his worst season ever, right? Or not ever, but his worst season in recent years. I could see Eze playing centrally, and that means a Martinelli or a Trossard could still be getting minutes in his team,
Madueke could also
which
be
I
getting
think.
minutes in that team.
Yeah, but I don't like Madueke
But I'm
on the
looking-
left-hand side.
but-
But I hear you
only
in terms of what their plans are to win the title. Do I think after this window they are closer to winning the title? Yes, I do.
And do I think Arteta's
Do
got-
you think?
Wait, wait,
let me
wait.
ask you this: do you think they've closed the gap to Liverpool?
They have.
It's
Yes or no?
question.
Yes or no?
For me, I look at them
Because
next.
for me, the team has gotten better, but I don't think they've closed the gap.
I think
No, they've closed the
think-
gap a bit. You're saying they've not closed it enough.
I think the gap is marginal, to be honest. I don't think.
I think either Arsenal or Liverpool
I think
win the
either
title.
of the. Yeah, I agree.
Last year was 10 points,
okay,
and
fair,
I look at
fair.
the 2 windows that the two teams have had, and I'm like,
Someone's gone.
no,
bruh,
no,
someone's
no.
gone to the
I just- I-
stratosphere.
I-
You ain't done enough
No,
to
I
get to that.
disagree. I disagree.
No,
Hold
but
on.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, but
You
let-
could disagree,
let me
yeah.
retort. Or a big reason for also why it was 10 points. I agree, Liverpool were the better team last year.
Yeah.
But the reason the distance also was that much was because Arsenal were out of it, because also
They're
their best
riddled by
players basically
injuries as
down.
well.
And now
Yeah.
I think they've done enough so that even when those
They
players go
mitigate
out,
that.
it should still be much closer. I don't know if Arsenal win the league. We have to see that the whole season.
Yeah.
But
But
I
judging
don't
off
think
their
it'll be
transfer
because they didn't do enough in the window.
And on
to be
top of
honest
that,
with
and
you,
add to that, Arteta's got no excuses now.
Yeah.
Now he's got the squad depth. He's got everything now. If Saka goes down, I sign Nani for 52 million.
One thing I'll say this, my last point. If Arsenal don't win the league this year, I don't think it's because they
That's
didn't do
no
enough in the
excuse,
market.
yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's because they could have done this in the market. I think you got to look at the
I
squad
think it's
and the
definitely-
manager, and that'll be the reason why. But the
think-
squad itself, that's it, bro. This is as complete a squad as you can get.
The thing is, this is gonna sound like now I've been trashing Arsenal's window, or whatever. I've said it's a great window. They've improved the squad, but I don't think it's enough to confidently every Arsenal fan will sit there and say to you, "We had a perfect window," or there wasn't things we could have done better. But
I think
that's
there's always-
perfect.
there's always room to do
Perfect.
better.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I could lean more.
Put them in
towards
perfect.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
guess.
wait, and just a quick disclaimer: you would have them perfect if they signed Rodrigo.
Yes, 100. If Rodrigo
no
was the
one-
last
no one-
signing in,
Or someone else.
Or
Clear.
just a marquee left winger.
just
whoever it is.
a Rodrigo
The thing is-
or a Rafael Leao.
I can definitely
Clear.
hear your I can definitely hear your
That is
argument. I
perfect.
can definitely hear your argument. My whole thing is, and you keep saying don't look ahead, but
Yeah.
I think you have to. If we really go off the way we're doing it,
Yeah.
no one will be imperfect, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I
everyone's
agree.
window has
I agree.
one thing you could have done a little better.
agree.
Even the team, which I think me and you agree on,
Yeah.
were probably the best. Even they could have done a little more,
I
bro.
agree.
Yeah, they
We'll
definitely
get to them.
could have.
We'll get to them. We'll get to them.
put them perfect.
Next up, we have Aston Villa. Do you have Aston Villa's transfers up? Sorry, I should have got that up on my batteries.
Aston Villa, in terms of arrivals, yeah? Arrivals, they signed
Evan
this-
Guessant, Mark Bizot. Let me see if I can recall this
Sancho,
off the top of my head.
Mark
Sancho on loan.
Mark Bisson.
Mark Bizot.
Mark Bizot.
Yeah.
They signed,
And then,
Harvey Elliott.
they signed Lindelof, Sancho, Harvey Elliott, and that's it.
Yeah,
That's
and those
it.
3 were done deadline day
I'll tell you what,
yesterday
before
as
yesterday,
well.
This was an awful, man.
Yeah, most
Bro,
certainly. They saved
I
it,
did a
man.
winners and losers for me. They were bottom 3 in terms of
You don't think they
the
salvaged it a
windows.
little with the last?
Because when you look at even the players that they brought in, Sancho, I feel like they just went. It's like they went to the big clubs and said, "What you got left, or what have you got unused?
Any rejects?
Any rejects? And I'm like, Aston Villa's meant to be that 5th place team that's trying to break into that top 4 regular. And I think,
not a bad
in all
policy, by
honesty,
the
I
way.
think their
It's not a
squad
bad
is
policy.
actually good enough to do that anyway. They just needed to add a few pieces, but I don't know if that's enough for me.
think
I don't
people
know if their
forget they
squad has
lost
improved.
Rashford, Asensio, Duran obviously was a
Leon
good first half of
Bailey.
the season.
But at the same time,
Bailey for me, less
I
of a
know he was
contributor,
less,
but I think
role-
Rashford and Asensio really even Malin stayed
Second
with him,
half
to
of
be
the
fair.
season.
But I think they changed their season a lot second half. And I think
but at the same time, everyone thought with no Champions League football, they're going to lose a lot of players. The Onanas, the Watkins, the Martinez. I thought he would leave as well.
Ain't nobody coming
You
for them,
cried.
bro.
You cried.
I know Clyde.
cried on his
I know
last game. I
Clyde.
said,
I know Clyde. They kept, but
And
they
he's
kept.
still there.
They kept
Do you know how mad
Martinez.
that must be for her?
The four,
You're going to dress room next season afterwards. After you cried in the last game.
and they say,
That's
and I think,
insane.
Emotional guy, man.
That's insane.
and they tweet today, "Happy birthday" as well.
That's insane.
Horror.
That's a troll.
Horror.
That is a troll.
Horror.
He spent his bedroom in his birthday in his bed, bro.
Yeah,
Honestly,
he's
man.
crying.
Defenders is the same. The midfield is still the same, and they added the man who said just say
Evan
Gossard,
Guessant.
Sancho, Harvey Elliott's there. I can't lie, man. It's not like
Harvey Elliott's the only one I'm looking at. I was like,
Yeah,
there
they've
could be
lost a
potential
lot.
upside.
They,
Do you know what I mean?
They were
I
going
agree.
into this window. Remember when we looked at the PSR charts and it's like Villa haven't got a chance to do anything. So
Look at that.
90% of Aston Villa's revenue is put into their wages.
Yeah.
Whoa.
goodness gracious.
And
Wages
but they're
to
so
turnover.
That doesn't sound sustainable.
Bro, if you're selling Jacob Ramsey, wallah, for 45 million, wallah, that's a hit for me. That's a hit, bro. For
Say
me,
again, sorry, say again.
if you're selling Jacob Ramsey for 45 million,
Yeah.
wallah, you done well.
The players don't agree.
Yeah, they were all
Like
gutted.
They're
McGinn
not
and all of
very
them were
happy
doing.
this
John McGinn
Because he's
came
an
out with
academy
the
graduate as well. So it was like 100%.
Academy high, wallah.
Aye,
If I'm
a
getting,
good fan.
I find Jacob
if I'm
Ramsey.
getting 45 million,
Madrid
wallah,
covered a couple of different
I think he's a
positions.
player.
I liked him.
if I'm
man.
getting 45 million, get out, man.
Have they
Mad.
upgraded on Jacob Ramsey with Harvey Elliott?
No.
I'm not so sure about that.
I don't know.
But they've upgraded enough with Sancho's there, Harvey Elliott. That's options. That's
Sancho
options.
2025.
For me, it's just
That's
bodies.
options.
I don't
They're
think
just
Sancho's
options.
great.
the
He
bomb
could be,
squad
he could be.
recruitment
Options.
is just basically getting bodies through the door, I think, and
Sancho,
they're hoping.
They're paying 80%.
But
of
they
his wages,
also
bro.
have a very strong
Yikes.
squad as well. Anyway, they've got Kamara, Onana, Tielemans.
No, but that's what I said.
I'm of the
But
opinion.
that's what I'm saying.
They
They
have-
lost.
they
Hold on,
had-
hold
yeah.
on, hold on. We just mentioned they lost Rashford, Asensio,
Asensio and Duran. They
Duran,
never. They
John-
didn't,
but Duran was before, yeah.
But they didn't really. Rashford was the replacement, and they lost
Okay,
the
okay,
replacement.
yeah.
okay, Rashford gone, Sancho came in. Ramsey left. Harvey.
Rashford was playing up front for them, bro.
Okay, they signed this Stoney fam. What's his name? That French
He's a
Stoney.
winger. He's a winger.
He's a winger. Winger, striker, same thing. Wallah.
Yeah!
Wallah, same thing. Potato, potato.
Close, it's close enough.
Wallah.
They're not for that.
Chuck him anyway. He's quick. Chuck him up front.
I'll be real.
Well, what are you going for then? Average.
Me, I'm from average.
I'm giving them awful, bro.
Oh, even after.
that's not
this-
awful,
so
I was going to
it's
say
like-
incomplete.
You guys
Complete
are
is
trying
what
to
I'm
gas
with
up
you for,
Lindelof and
incomplete.
Sancho in 2025, bro.
Because
Put that in the
I
bag,
think
bro.
the squad is good as a whole.
Ice, man.
Yeah.
I think Sancho will do well not being at a top club. I think when he deals with the pressure of
Sweet in
being
Birmingham.
he's just sweet in Birmingham. You're going.
We know what Sancho
She
is
sees
at
the
this point in
ball.
his career, bro.
So let's take a vote. You're going
Incomplete.
incomplete.
Awful.
Average.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. So I kind of.
So I think incomplete seems like the middle ground. Put him in incomplete.
Because you're right. If Watkins goes down, that's an incomplete squad. Brother.
Although I am leaning
He's just gonna
towards
put one
awful.
of black guys.
I am leaning towards
Sancho
awful.
Sancho in 2025, bro. I mean, come on, man.
An awful
All right.
window.
Next up.
Yeah, I think it's awful.
Yeah,
They kept
I'm
Emmy.
low key starting to lean towards it.
I don't know if that's a
but-
great thing. Did you watch him play last year?
But we'll move on. Everton are up next, and they
Oh.
have had an interesting
Who did they sign
window.
this year?
Kieran
Barry?
Dewsbury Hall, Tyler
Signing,
Dibbling,
good
Jack
signing,
Grealish
good
on
signing.
loan.
Barry.
Tieno
Alvarez-
Barry was the big striker coming
Alvarez
in.
as well. Asnu, the guy from Bayern.
I might give these as a great.
I'm not joking with you. I think it could be a great one because for me, these are the level of players that Everton should be recruiting.
agree.
You know, back in the day, it used to be before you go to a top 4 club, you
go
got
to
to go
Everton.
Everton. You know what I mean? You know
Go
what I mean?
get your
Little-
badges at
little Steve
Everton.
Pienaar, you know what I mean? Everybody go get your reps.
Yeah.
And now it looks like those players that they've signed this year, Dibbling, he needs to take that next step. But it's also a recovery ground now. Hey, you're feeling at a top 6 club?
You come here.
Come over here, brother. We'll give you a restart, you know what I mean?
Super
Dewsbury Hall, you
Works
saw him.
sometimes.
You're seeing Jack Grealish now. He's dancing again.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Headband man, no more. He's ponytail man is there.
Listen, there's a new energy there. So
Hey,
I
you know
actually,
what it is with two. I think Everton, their platform defensively was so good over the
Yeah.
last few years.
Yeah.
But I think they've
Tarkowski
added
and-
a bit of flair now. They've added a bit of match-winning ability. They already have
'Cause it was-
Njai, of course.
he was the only one though.
But yeah, he was carrying it by himself.
Yeah.
But now you got a Grealish in there. I think Dewsbury Hall is a great signing
That's
for
a
them.
great
I think Chelsea was obviously too high a level for him. But he
Bro.
showed at Leicester the year before. He's a good
2
player.
years
scored- he
time, I
scored
said it.
last
2
week
years
as well.
time, he will be
Tyler
their
Dibbling's
captain.
gonna have a good show.
reckon?
Yeah.
He's that type of player,
Yeah.
I think.
I think Moyes is starting to bring the
feeling back.
The feeling back.
And
to
I
I
everything.
think it's
mean,
great.
listen.
For me, it's just great.
Great.
Yeah, I think it's a great window.
I think this is a pretty straightforward one. Great window for
Agreed.
Everton. Put them in great. Next up, we have Manchester City. Where are we putting this? Because this is an interesting one. Started off blistering with Reinders, Cherky, Ait-Nouri, Trafford coming in, and then slowed down a fair bit. But on deadline, they managed to get Donnarumma through the door as well.
I hate that signing, by the way.
I personally
I think
want to
Pep hates
either
that
look at
signing as
this
well.
either incomplete or awful, if I'm being
Awful?
honest.
Ooh,
Sorry,
that's harsh.
awful might be
Awful,
You know
it's
what?
crazy. They signed
My
some.
boy Reinders and Faisal
forget
there as
that.
well.
Faisal,
You know what?
Faisal
Awful
Elias
is
is
insane.
Faisal Elias and
I
I'm
think-
playing for
sorry,
City.
sorry,
Reinders
sorry.
shit
I take that
is
back.
nonsense.
I take that
Yeah,
back. I take that back.
It's not
I'll go incomplete to average.
I was gonna say good.
Somewhere between there. I don't think good because I think they addressed the midfield staleness, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The lack of creativity there.
Yeah.
But in terms of
It would've been- it
defensively,
would've been good
the
if
I think
ability
they
I
to
signed
know
transition-
they
Donnarumma.
need a left back. I think they need a
Donnarumma.
left
They
back.
But they
needed
still
a-
need a right back. They still
Here's
need
the
a right
thing,
back,
they
by the
needed a
way.
left back, but the last two left backs were Gvardiol and Aki were still there.
Can I ask you this with City?
And with Ait Nouri, I'm sorry, he's a left back, but let's be honest, bro.
You don't gotta tell me, bro. I know all about
You
it.
know,
Yeah,
that brother was playing left wing for Wolves, man.
He's
He
playing
ain't no
left
left
winger
back.
for
So
Algeria.
for me, defensively, they haven't improved. Defending on the transition this season, they've gone even higher line for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know if they really
But let me
improved in
ask
that
you
area,
this.
and they still look vulnerable.
Let
They
me ask
needed,
you
they needed a
this.
centre half. They needed,
But
they
let me
needed
ask you
someone
this. I
in
really wanna
midfield.
ask
Bro, they got
this
Mateus
question.
Nunes masquerading as a right back.
Come on, man.
Is this more of a personnel issue or a tactical issue at Manchester City?
For me, it's both.
I think the
I'm starting to lean more towards tactical, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to say
personnel-
Pep's
the
a
personnel
scrub,
hasn't
Pep's
helped.
washed, but I don't think Pep is necessarily helping the players he actually has with the way he's
profiling
playing
wise.
them, bro.
No, but does
I'm
he
not
have a
gonna lie.
squad
What
that
do you
can
think he-
profile correct,
yes,
like well
yes,
in the way that he wants to play? Even
no,
now, I
hold
think Donnarumma coming in is like it's hamstringing them a little
Donnarumma
bit.
as the one.
So for me, it would have been good until they got a Donnarumma. That
Donnarumma
knocks
is
it
my
down
least
for
favorite
me.
signing of the window.
I think it's a horrible signing. It's a
weird-
horrible
for me, it's a
signing.
weird. I don't understand it. I'm gonna give it the chance to see how it goes.
But it's
I'm
so
saying, in my
anti-Pep.
eyes, it doesn't really make any sense to me.
It doesn't make
but
sense.
I think you have to look at
a
Reinders is a
Very
great
good
signing for
midfielder,
them.
very good
Ait
midfielder.
Nouri is still one of the best left backs. Like I would have loved Ait Nouri at Man United. For
Yeah,
example.
no,
I think
for
most teams would love Ait Nouri. Cherokee is an opportunity to sign one of the biggest talents in the
100%,
game.
100%.
James Trafford is still there. I think they did well to bring him
My
back
boy,
in.
man, that's my
These
boy.
are good players. Now, are they going to put it all together this year and leap City to the title? No, which is why I wouldn't have them great or perfect. But I still think they did enough and signed enough good players for me to put them at good. Now I can hear your point. They didn't address defensively. I think there's still have flaws there.
Even midfield for me. Even midfield. I feel like Nico was last season.
But if you can't make it work with Rodri and Tijani Reinders, man, I'm sorry. Like that should be a good midfield right there, bro.
Well,
for me, it's
Rodri as well. You got to wait for Rodri to fully
So
get
you're
back to
saying
being
because
Rodri. I'm saying average. I'm saying average.
let him go. You were saying
I'm not looking at average. I'm looking at incomplete. I don't think they've completed.
it's
enough.
half and half. I feel
I
like
can hear that.
I
I can
genuinely
hear
feel like it's
I don't
job
think
half
they've-
done.
I don't think. By the way, it's not bad, but,
Yeah.
but it's incomplete because defensively they haven't solved anything. And I feel like the midfielder they needed a midfielder. Right-handers. Let's be real. Yeah, anyone they got gassed over one game.
All right.
Don't do that,
Right-hand-
don't do that,
No,
don't
no,
do
no,
that,
no,
don't do
no.
that, don't do
Everyone got gassed over that one game against Wolves. People forgetting, brother. This Donny can't defend, fam. And us, any Milan fan, this Donny can't defend. People go, oh my god, right-hand. He can't
He's
defend.
an 8, kind of more attacking
He's an
midfielder.
8, he's
to
an
be
8,
fair,
but he's defensively he's not the best. That's what you needed for me a 6. Nico ain't
They have
it.
Rodri.
We have to wait for Rodri. We have to wait for Rodri.
Gassed in 2025, man. He came out and said it himself. I'm not Messi.
Well, so he's not Messi, so he's not a great player anymore.
No, do you know what? No. The moment, wait. He didn't say that 2 years ago when he won the Ballon d'Or.
They didn't ask him if he was Messi.
And he didn't get a knee injury 2 years ago.
2 years ago, individual awards. I'm there no matter what.
So this is bitterness from you.
No,
That's what
no,
this is.
Vinny Ballon d'Or issue, man.
No, do you know what? No, do you know what? A man knowing deep down, yeah, wallah, it's masalam.
I ain't got it in me no more.
It's a
I
massive-
ain't got that juice in me.
But let me just ball out. He doesn't have it
you
anymore.
think City need a new 6? You don't think Rodri's good enough to
No,
start for City anymore?
Rodri is good. They need someone.
Do you think
next
they
to
should
him.
have done-
Rodri by the 2 years ago, they did it with just Rodri as a 6 and everyone 210s.
So
I think.
you don't think so? Bro, they have Nico Gonzalez at the club. If they need that kind of player, they already bought
If
that kind of
City
player.
want to succeed this season, I think they need to go 2 pivots. They can't rely.
But then they have another pivot player. So my point is, it's not like they need to bring more. They have players, I think, to adjust.
If if you said to me they don't have an actual
No, but
right
the
back in
thing
the
is-
club and they keep trying to play Mateus
reason-
Nunes or
No,
issues that
right back,
I
I
have,
hear you.
right back
the
is still
issue.
incomplete.
Defensively is the issue, but they need a midfielder as well. Defense.
I
That's
think
why
the
it's
midfield is
incomplete.
there.
No, I think in
Who's
terms
there?
of
Who's there? Bro.
You said they could do a double
They
pivot.
spent
Nico
50 million
Gonzalez
on
and Rodri.
Gonzalez.
Nico from last year.
No, but he's still in the team. You're saying they need to buy another one. He's already there.
I clearly, Pep fam, 6 months. If it's
Which
not
is why I'm telling you, I think it's more
So
of
I want you to expand on that,
I think it's more of a tactical thing than it is a player thing. I think they have a squad. They need to tweak it a little bit in terms of how they're playing. But I think right now the way he's playing and the way he's asking them to play doesn't give a
Yeah,
lot
I
of them a
wouldn't say
chance to be
incomplete.
honest.
I wouldn't
with
say
you, bro.
The
incomplete.
thing is, though, do you
I
think
wouldn't say
defensively
incomplete.
they've addressed any issues?
But I don't think defensively
No,
like.
no.
It's a simple question. Have
Right,
they,
they signed Kuzanov 6 months ago. We're talking about this one.
I'm
But
saying the reason why even at the start of the video I was saying in terms of the context of what their targets are, City's target I feel like this summer should have been after the big January that you had. Come in, we're gonna get back to that Premier League table.
Right.
And I don't feel like the window that they've had has put them back there. They're
One
still
thing we
almost
haven't
in
spoken about
recovery mode, still trying to figure it out. And I'm like,
So you guys don't think after 6 months Kusanov and Gonzalez are so inadequate that they needed to go into the
it's
market
not
again?
so inadequate. It's still up in the air of what they are. And for me, City's recruitment, I'll be honest with you, over the last 18 months, 2 years, has been
sus,
questionable
yeah,
because of
it's
that.
sus.
Because they're not signing ready-made guys. It's kind of guys you need to develop. And it's like, City, this isn't your normal path. And I'm looking at this summer and I'm like, Cherky, let's be honest, was a surprise as well.
All of them
and,
are.
and
I
they're
keep saying
good players.
They're a year away
I
from
agree.
being a year away.
But for me, they addressed the creativity and the staleness issue in midfield. But in terms of defending transitions in defense, and that's why for me it's incomplete.
Yeah.
Another thing that
And then I look at the
I
goalkeeper. You had a goalkeeper that fitted your system. You swapped that out for a young goalkeeper, and then you replace him 3 games later for a goalkeeper that I don't know how he's really going to fit into this. So it's a weird one, City's window. I'll be honest. I don't see them as real strong title contenders this year.
I think it was something we haven't spoken about as well is the fact that they were so strongly linked to Rodrigo for so long in the window as well, and it felt like they were waiting for something to happen from other clubs.
Well,
They
were hoping for
Savinho to go. They were waiting for a domino effect to happen.
But would Savinho change anything? We're talking about like is Savinho going to fix City's defensive issues?
No, it wouldn't have fixed it.
I honestly think.
I think you were saying good to begin with. You guys are saying incomplete. I'm probably more average. I'd say it's average.
So you
Because
said
like I
good.
say, the players are there.
Incomplete.
Yeah.
We got
Average,
2 incompletes,
2
1
incomplete.
average. We'll go incomplete.
I don't mind that.
Manchester City in incomplete join Aston Villa. Next up, we have Burnley. Now,
Let's have a look at Burnley, fam.
let's have a look at Burnley and see who
They
they
lost
have
James
signed.
Trafford, which was the
Carl
big
James
Walker.
Trafford, who kept 16 clean sheets in their promotion bid, was
So
huge
Burnley,
for
in
them.
terms of arrivals, A'udhu billah min ash-shaitan. Brother, they signed 3 players from Chelsea, fam. All for scrubs, wallahi. Leslie,
this is not a scrub.
Leslie 20.
Armando.
No. Leslie for 28.
Bros,
Love,
yeah.
love, bro.
Say Leslie's surname.
Huh? Leslie, a'udhu billah min ash-shaitan rajim. Allah. A'udhu billah.
That's not how you say
Look,
it.
look. Leslie,
That's not how you say it.
Leslie for 28. Love, man. Broja for 23. Love, man.
I don't like that signing.
Trojana from Lazio for 15. Humphreys from Chelsea. Then they signed Hartman Edwards, to be fair, 10 million. It's not bad.
Yeah, that was like a
Florentino Luis
Yeah.
on loan from
Anthony
Benfica.
from Bournemouth. But in terms of departures,
They signed Florentino, Luis
Yeah.
from Benfica as well
From
too.
On loan.
I
on
think for
loan, yeah.
Burnley standards, that's a decent
I
window, bro.
genuinely
Yeah.
think that as well. I'm like, when it started,
They're not going to
initially,
sign. They're not going to sign Mbappe, bro.
Hartman from final
it's a good
left back
window.
as well, decent.
Who did they lose? Is more my thing. They lost.
they lost Trafford, they lost Masengo, the centre back. Oh no, sorry, the midfield. I think he is.
Yeah.
I think it's midfield.
The French one.
DM, yeah, the
Yeah.
DM guy, and that's pretty much it.
So they've kept most of their squad.
And
And they've actually
it's a good
added to
window.
it.
Brownhill was their top goal scorer last year, who was captain as well. But
Yeah.
hey, he's 33, so
Yeah,
I don't know how much of a
But
loss
they
that
replaced
is.
him with Florentino.
I think that is
Burnley's
actually
a good
very good
window.
window from
That's a good
Burnley.
window.
Yeah, like you can't expect Burnley to sign
Good
like the
window.
best
I'm,
players in the world.
I'm looking
I'd
at
say good.
Yeah, I'm looking at them, and could they maybe even sneakily stay up?
Wait, you were saying great? Or what?
I'm saying
No, I'm
good.
saying-
Oh, good, okay,
good,
okay,
good,
okay.
good.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
For
for
their
them,
standard,
good,
I
okay,
think
good.
nowadays when you come to the Premier League and the Championship, the golfing class, you have to spend, bro. You can't do this. Same core guys that got promoted. Nah, bro. You got.
Hold on.
Allah!
No, hold on.
They signed Florentino with the DM.
We told you
literally
that a while
said it
ago.
about 3
We
times.
said it about a while ago.
Well,
We said it
I've
first.
no, because
And
I
I'm-
loan. I went out to loans.
Let me ask you this: Do you guys have
a
Burnley?
good signing, all
Do you guys have Burnley staying up?
I have
I
between them and
don't.
Brentford.
I don't.
Them and Brentford are kind of fighting for that 17th.
Do you have Burnley staying up?
Florentino was linked to Paris Saint-Germain last year for 35 million.
Hey man,
2 million.
loan,
You're saying great now.
loan.
By the way, I've been told
You
by
have Burnley staying up?
I've been told by production they lost Jaden Egan Riley. He played a lot last season.
Oh, he went to Marseille.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they got Jaden Anthony.
Oh, Jaden for Jaden.
yeah. Jaden Anthony, the guy who fouled. What's his name?
Yeah, the game's the game.
You know,
But the one
I've seen
Jaden Anthony one played against him.
He was clutch for them last year, though.
I've seen his name. I was like, that sounds like some like 2000s R&B singer. Jaden Anthony. That's Jaden Anthony.
I have Burnley staying
That's
up.
unbelievable. He comes out.
Sounds like some Jaden. Hey, we got Jaden Anthony on the mic next.
In the club right now, we got Jaden Anthony. Well, like Lewis comes out with something. What the hell is that,
2000s
man?
R&B singer, bro.
Just
Listen,
pulled out of
we put
nowhere.
Burnley in good.
Yeah.
Next
But
up,
hold on, my question for Burnley: Do you guys have
think
them
it's
staying
staying
up?
up?
Because if you don't, can you really say it's a good window?
I have
Okay,
them.
cool. The question
I have
you're
them.
asking
It's
is,
a
can you have
window
a good window and
good.
still get relegated? Yeah.
I don't know if you can.
Of course you can.
No, because Burnley's
Premier
goal
League's
this
a big
season.
jump regardless.
Burnley's goal this season is to stay up. So
Yeah.
to have a good window, they have to have a.
For
they
me,
have a
it's-
good
Yeah,
season.
based on their
You know what I mean? If they don't sign well enough, they're gonna go down.
It's a window that's good enough to have them competing.
Okay, I can hear that. I don't mind good. I'm just.
It wouldn't
I'm not-
shock
yeah.
me. It wouldn't shock me if they stay up.
For me, that's the thing.
My whole
yeah,
point is I
looking
just
at-
didn't want 4 people to say no, Burnley's going straight back down.
No.
Because then it can't really be
No,
that
I don't
good,
have
yeah.
them as guaranteed going back down.
Okay.
They're gonna battle it. So Burnley in good. Next up, we have the much anticipated Liverpool.
Do you know when we put them in perfect? Can we put them ahead of Arsenal in perfect? Just to be clear.
I don't mind.
Ahead of Arsenal in perfect. When we put them
mean-
in perfect, we put them ahead.
No discussion. Should we just slide
No,
in
but we
perfect?
need to talk about it because it's an unbelievable
But,
win.
I
It's
mean,
ridiculous.
Earlier on, wait. Earlier on, we were discussing Arsenal, and you were saying that if we're not going to put Arsenal in perfect, Liverpool might not be because there were things that they maybe haven't.
Yes.
I genuinely feel like this might be the greatest window in Premier League history. You're talking about comparisons with your boys in 09. Of course, Cristiano's in that, so it's hard to compare. No, yeah, put your old mic down. But for me, I think it's
the mic in the
all-time
back.
Premier League window because you talk about Kepa as a substitute. They got Mamachuli.
Yeah.
You talk about right back. You lost Trent. They got then
Frimpong.
one of the most exciting right backs in Europe, Frimpong.
Okay.
Kirkes,
Robertson's
pretty
gone.
much Robertson's upgrade, if you like. Then Florian Wirtz, one of the most exciting players in Europe. Ekitike was already seen as like one of the
Yep.
exciting strikers. Get him in. Then they get Isaac on top
My
of that
brother,
as well.
you don't have to sell me
Giovanni
on a single part of
Leone,
their window. You
they're
don't have to-
talking about he's the next Italian
you don't
Bastoni.
have to send me. You don't have to sell me on a single part
What
of
is
their window.
missing?
Well, first of all, what's missing is the player that they chased all window. That
Leone.
they could- No, hold on. No, Leone was meant to come in as like a project that in a few years can grow into it. But I'm sorry, the plan for Liverpool at the start of this window wasn't to have Leone coming in the minute someone else gets injured. It was to bring in Mark Guéhi, who potentially could even be
that's
better
what
than
we missed
Konate. So the fact that they couldn't get Guéhi, I'm sorry, means it's not a perfect window. He was a big target for them,
Yeah.
and they failed to get him. Secondly, I think everyone has looked in midfield as well too. Could they use a Gravenberch replacement or a Gravenberch backup? Depth in that position. Endo isn't adequate enough. Yes, they could have. They didn't get it. So that's why, in my eyes, it's as close to perfect as you can get because no team can do everything. But if we're gonna point out flaws in Arsenal's window, I'm sorry, Liverpool have flaws in their window as well too.
And therefore,
Oh, you're just doing a
In
parallel.
terms
I
of,
was about to
well,
say,
for
yeah,
me,
yeah,
what it is,
yeah,
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 is
yeah.
the caliber of players that they bought. They literally
brilliant.
got number one target in every position that they wanted. Then on top
They
of
wanted
that,
Rodrigo
the
as well
reason
too,
why
no?
I had them even like further clear of Arsenal is the outgoings that you were bragging about for Liverpool.
The outgoings are
Bro,
great.
they sold Ben Doak, who's got 0 GA for 25 mil.
Yeah.
Quansah for 35 mil.
Agreed.
Very
Luis Diaz, they got
I
their
would-
money
I would
back.
put them over
Darwin Núñez,
Arsenal. Don't get
certified
it
flop,
twisted.
50 mil.
But
I said,
Don't get
hey,
twisted. I put them over Arsenal.
That's
Yeah.
my point that was made earlier.
But my whole point is like, if we're going off what does perfect mean, nothing else they could have done.
So for
I'm
me,
sorry, no one can be perfect.
The Guehi one is like it would have been the cherry on top of a perfect iced up
Would
cake.
it? Yeah, yeah.
That for me would have been because
I
for
don't-
me Virgil and Konate is arguably the best centre back pairing,
Okay,
and then
one of
you've
them-
got
one of
Joe
them goes-
Gomez, who for me is more than an
This is gonna
adequate
sound-
cover.
this is gonna sound like
and
it's not-
here's the
this-
thing,
go
Joe
on.
Gomez, every time he's been asked to step in, bro, he's stepped up.
I get that.
We can't
bro.
deny that.
I get that, but first of all, Joe Gomez is also injury prone. Joe Gomez his fitness is always questionable,
prefer
and they
him
want
playing at
to they want
fullback rather
to
than
get him
centre
out to
back.
Milan.
But now we're gonna do the hypothetical of what if Konate gets injured, Gomez gets injured,
of
Virgil's
course.
34.
Of course.
We don't know. It ain't happened yet.
No,
yeah,
but-
but hold on,
but
but
it ain't
that's-
happened
no,
yet.
no, 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 no.
So, but
actually
if one of
has
those,
happened
no,
in the past,
Fuad,
and they had
if one of
the
them, hold on,
incident.
if one of them does
Everyone
go
went
down,
down.
Leone.
but Fuad, if one of them does go down, then what? We're gonna look back and say, oh, maybe their window wasn't as good. So my point is, yeah, no, bro, of course, that's what depth means, bro. They don't have great depth at
But my
centre
thing
back.
is, it's the incomings and outgoings. The incomings are so spectacular for
They're
me.
facts.
It's created a further gap between them and Arsenal. Despite Arsenal having that great window, I don't feel like Arsenal have closed that gap.
So you think Liverpool are further away from Arsenal now than they were 3
Last
months
year,
ago?
yeah,
No.
I don't
Liverpool
agree.
have separated that gap for me with this window.
I don't think so.
agree.
I don't think so.
I don't agree.
I don't. Okay, I'll be real.
I'm not. I don't
And
think
maybe-
so. I think
maybe-
the title
maybe-
race will be
It's closer
ridiculous.
this year
Yeah.
than it was last year, which means that Arsenal did a lot of good stuff, bro. Now, I would not say Arsenal had a better window because I agree the outgoings as well too. But for me, these are as good as you can get for both those. I don't like.
I agree,
Yes, you
man.
could always do better. They could have added Guehi, they could have added Rodrigo, of course. But for what is realistic,
I don't have them perfect,
those are
bro.
great windows.
You don't have them in perfect at all.
Neither. So you have Arsenal perfect.
Arsenal
not
had a better
Liverpool.
window than Liverpool.
Hear me out. Guehi is not there. They didn't sign him. Hato was supposed to come as well. They didn't sign him. Hato was rumored to go to
That's
Liverpool.
like baby links, bro.
Hato was rumored to go to Liverpool. They didn't sign him.
So if it's about who they missed out on, then do we rank
mentioned-
everyone and say who you missed out on, who you were linked to? Then City would go
we
down because they
just
didn't get
mentioned-
Rodrigo.
we just
Chelsea would go
mentioned-
down
no,
because they
we
didn't
just
sign everyone they were linked
mentioned
in.
The centre backs. They have got Virgil and Konate, whose head is not even in Liverpool. The first 3 games, his head is at Madrid. Yeah, coming in, they've got Joe Mick, he's injury prone, and coming in and Leone, who no one has watched him, and he's like 19 years
Hey,
old.
Willy Lukaku.
Last season,
that.
last season, the biggest issue was the Champions League. Last season was the big issue. Come Feb, March time. Replacement for Alexis, replacement for Gravenberch. Have they solved that this season?
No.
They haven't solved it this
No, they haven't
season.
solved that.
So
And
how-
Harvey Elliott
how-
going means there's less depth in
how
midfield
can
as
I?
well.
I mean,
Okay,
Curtis
but,
Jones
no,
and
no, by the way,
Soboslai
by the
still
way,
It's still
I'm
Soboslai
not
there, but it's
denying
not
that.
quite
already
there.
there.
I'm not
Yeah, they were,
denying
it's
this
true.
Endo,
season.
the game ender.
I'm not denying what.
Game
ender.
ender. Game ender is not bad.
You see number 3 on the board.
Game ender.
It's a wrap.
You're fighting for Liverpool here, and I get it. But my whole thing is,
Was
you
he doing the
can't, one
scouting
of them
thing
can't be
again?
perfect.
The
One of the
Liverpool
other
thing
isn't. I
again.
think they're
No,
both
because
amazing windows.
for me,
I
you
agree.
can't have the greatest window in my opinion, Premier League history, and not be in the perfect category.
They are perfect for me, but I'm also
But
saying Arsenal are also perfect for me, bro.
Alright, well, listen, they're both imperfect
Because
anyway.
the questions
So
that the questions you were asking about Arsenal, you could also ask about
Thank
Liverpool.
you.
there were too many primary targets.
What's the definition
I
of
feel
perfect?
like Arsenal fans will tell you themselves
What's
they
the
didn't have a
definition of
perfect
perfect?
window.
Perfect
Means
you could not do anything
I can
better.
ask every single
They
one of
basically
your
signed
fan,
how
I
they
can
got
ask every
right,
one of your
left, right
fan
back,
base,
left
did you
back.
have the dream window, perfect window?
Dream
They'll say
window,
yes.
okay, dream
No, but this
Perfect
isn't
window.
no. But you can have
I'm
a
just
dream
saying.
window. No, but you can have a
Liverpool
dream
fans right
window.
now, they're locked in their
you can have
room.
a-
fans are not-
you can
they're
have a
not
dream
in their-
window.
They wouldn't say it's
Ask
perfect.
Liverpool
You can
fans,
have a
they're not
dream
saying
window and
perfect.
it still not be
Ask any
perfect.
Liverpool fans, they're not
It's
saying
still a
perfect.
dream window without it being perfect.
This is where you guys matter. Let us know in the
No,
comments.
this
what
guy-
you think.
semantics here,
else, you know. This
What?
guy's
Semantics here.
something
No,
Do we not care about our fans?
No, we
No,
do,
no,
but
Arsenal-
we don't. Did I ask
Arsenal-
him?
Do you not care about their opinions?
Fair. Ask Liverpool fans, they're not saying perfect. Mark Guehi was perfect. If
they sign Guehi, then I say perfect,
That's
yeah.
perfect.
I think that's like cherry on the...
How can it be
No,
cherry
but
on
you
top,
can
bro?
have a dream window without it
You've
being
got
perfect. by the
Konate
way.
and Virgil, the
Liverpool
centre-back
fans can
pairing.
still finish the dream. Isak,
Like,
Enekatike,
then
Salah,
what-
he's still
then
here.
what, is
They
Isak
can
a
still
cherry
not be
on top as
perfect.
well too then?
Isak is just an added bonus
they don't need that
to just be
because
like,
they
yo,
already
we'll take,
£130 million
you know what,
bonus is
we're just
ridiculous.
stretching
So
ourselves.
then it was already perfect then before Isak came in then for you because
do
he's
you know what?
also a cherry on
No,
top.
So you're saying Guehi would have been more.
Prior
So
to
what?
Isak,
Guehi would have been a more important sign than Isak then.
No, that's not what that's not what he's saying. But that's not what he said. He said Guehi would be a cherry on top because they already have Van Dijk and Konate. But by that logic, can I also say Isak is a cherry on top because they already have Ekitike?
Well, no, if the Ekitike, if Isak hadn't
don't
come,
agree with that,
if
by the
Isak
way.
hadn't come,
I think they needed
I would
Isak.
hear all the things you're saying and be like, could they maybe,
No.
could they have added one more?
hearing that, man.
The fact that they got Isak, I was just like, you lot are just flexing on us at this point.
Look,
You-
I think
This
if you
is the greed they talk about.
Here's this.
In
I
the
think if you
scripture.
had
the glutton.
I think
He's
if you had-
got-
if
he's
you had-
gluttonous.
if you had told both these fan bases this is the window you guys are each gonna have at the start, they would be in
Arsenal
dreamland.
fans would eat their hats. They would say, "What? You're giving them gourmet meals and you're giving me boss man fried chicken.
bro.
Get out my face."
Nah, I'm not hearing it, man. I think it's both gourmet.
I don't
meals.
agree.
You're correct.
I think Arsenal fans would love that window, bro.
The only thing they would have said is they would have liked another
I
left
don't
winger,
know.
but they got Eze.
Please, this is one of those videos where we really
We
need
wanna
you lot
see
to
the
get
comments.
involved.
I'm reading
I
the comments
need
after
to
this.
settle this
No, but
for us.
the thing is, I think each of them is gonna be like, we love our window, but I think we can look at both of them as
And they
amazing
nitpick,
windows.
yeah?
and
I agree.
accept that.
Both amazing windows, but one is stratospheric.
I don't
Stratosphere's
know.
ahead of the other.
No, bro.
I think
No,
they're different.
no, it's
They're
not.
different.
You keep saying Liverpool aren't perfect because they
I
missed
don't
out on
agree. I
Hato.
don't agree with you. I think
Brother.
I don't agree
What
with
the
you. Liverpool is
I'm
still
not saying
Because
that.
they missed out on
I'm
Hato
not
and
saying that.
Guehi.
I'm not saying I'm not saying that. Last season, what was the issues for Liverpool?
What was the issue? They won the title by 10
Fullbacks.
points. Champions
La-
League, they got
la-
I
bossed
think
by
Gravenberch
PSG.
didn't have a
Last season,
got to-
last season the issue
no
was
depth.
they won the league. Yes, they won the league, but at that last season, everyone was cheeks, and I think, but they won. Yes, but when did the runner? The midfield was the issue. The replacement, the depth, defending. You saw the signs last season. Like transition defending was an issue. This season now.
Was it?
Now answer my question. Right back, yes, replacement. Left back, replacement. Yes. Luis Diaz left. Darwin Nunes left. Isaac came in. And
Rio.
and
KTK came.
Rio.
Rio's not a sign. Yo, this guy. Now you're just you're trying to gas it up.
I'm
now.
just-
no,
no,
but
I'm
these
just
are
saying,
arguments.
listen about the
let's have
options
it-
on that
no,
position.
but-
We're
let's have
talking
it-
about the
no,
window, bro. Like
Let's have an actual thing. The issue was midfield depth. Have they done enough? No, they haven't. Centre back.
Defensive midfield, you mean?
Yes, defense. Yeah, replacement of depth for Gravenberch and Alexis.
So
they haven't.
are you saying Arsenal had a better window?
That's what it sounds like he's saying. I'm
No,
confused.
that is what he's saying.
No. I'm making.
I'm
it,
so confused.
I'm making it clear. Arsenal have done perfectly in terms of squad depth. I love your argument in terms of quality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Liverpool's
agree.
top end quality
Yes,
is better. Arsenal's squad depth
That
is
is my
quality.
point. The squad
Yeah.
depth for Arsenal is way better than
But
Liverpool.
my whole point with
However,
that is I think
Liverpool-
both those things could win each team the league.
So
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
saying that one
So that
extra.
means you're
so
saying
right
that
now,
it could
they
be
Liverpool.
perfect as well.
So wait.
Facts.
But
That's
I'm
all
saying
now,
perfect.
Hit me
No,
perfect as
I'm
well.
saying perfect, but not for me. For me,
After Arsenal.
Arsenal for me is.
So you're saying they're
badge,
missing
what's
basically
the
a
badge,
DM
what's
and a
the
centre back.
Huh?
A DM and a centre back is
So
what
we're
they're
arguing
missing
about the badge
to have the
means-
perfect
they
window.
signed it. Guehi.
But
10
like,
out of 10.
My thing is
Wait, can you say 10 out of 10?
considering the
There's
window
so
that
many
they've already
different
had,
lines of this
is
argument
it
right now. There's so many
feasibly
different lines of this
possible to
argument.
go and address
Wait,
everything like that?
Yes, it was. They were going to
Fuad,
sign him.
I
Of
mean,
course it's
with
feasible.
Guehi,
Fuad.
yeah, but this guy's adding a DM on
Fuad,
top of that.
Fuad.
He's saying a
No,
grab and
no,
burst.
Fuad.
I'm like, come on, what are we
Fuad.
doing here?
Perfect.
This is FM levels now.
Fuad, perfect is 10 out of 10, correct?
This is 10 out of 10.
It's not 10 out of 10.
You're saying
can argue
that-
it's- you can argue it's
I
not
don't
10
think it's a 10 out of 10
But it's
window. I don't
close,
think
but it's
either of
close.
them's a 10 out of 10
But
window.
they're both
But
close.
this is why I said for me, if
They're
we're
both
going
close.
based
Not
on what
10.
perfect really means, no one is ever perfect. You can always do more. Liverpool could have done more. That's
And
why
I'm
for
sure
me,
Liverpool fans
I'm
now
willing to
come
put
to
both of
agree.
them here.
Perfect.
I'm willing to put both.
Oh,
and I would
listen,
put Liverpool
both
first.
both are imperfect anyway.
They're perfectly
Sure.
imperfect.
You know what? This is why I
We'll
like
take
you,
that.
Liaz.
We'll take that.
Lyrical words, but we'll move on from Liverpool. Let us know your thoughts in the comments as well. This is one of those debates that we love seeing your perspective, so get involved in the conversation as well. Next up, we will go to Fulham, who deadline day actually made a bit of a steal with getting Kevin
made no signings
from
before
Shakhtar. Zero signings
so
made
it-
before
from-
that. I think
from
there
me,
was
from our-
one
yeah, go ahead.
one free signing I
Yeah,
think
one
they
free
made,
signing, yeah.
but yeah,
So they
Kevin
signed
deadline
Kevin.
day came in.
Chukwueze.
Chukwueze from
And-
AC
and
Milan
someone
as well.
else as well too.
And they signed who?
Was there not
Kusi
another guy?
Asari.
Comte from Montpellier and Donny from Bayern Munich, Kusi Asara.
So I would have put them average before the last day because they didn't bring anyone in, they didn't lose anybody. For me, that's average, right?
I agree.
If Fulham didn't make a single
I
signing
agree, I agree.
on the last day, would you not have said it's the
I've-
same team?
I
Awful.
always think that one is a difficult one because
It depends what
everybody
people
else
around you are
around
doing.
you is
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
progressing
it
and
depends what-
improving.
yeah.
I can't
and
lie, man.
You're remaining
point,
stagnant,
good point.
and especially with a manager like Marco Silva, I'm like, bro, you don't want to be staying on your feet because he will
he's
leave
a
in
big
February
dog, yeah.
or November, whatever. So honestly, I had them as awful prior to them making those deadline day
That's not
signings.
awful. Oh,
Because they
prior,
made
or prior,
no
or-
business.
or
Yeah,
prior,
they did
prior.
no
Oh, okay,
business. So I was like, what
Prior-
the hell are we
prior
doing
first.
here?
Yeah, now they've
But
made
now
those
I'm
signings.
looking at it.
I say average.
Kevin, very exciting. I
I
can't
haven't
lie.
seen them. I can't
The clips I've seen, I'm like, Fairs, you lot got a little
45
Brazilian
million, you better be.
magician, yeah. So I'm inclined to put him in average,
I'm
not
happy with
incomplete
average,
per se,
yeah. I'm
because I
happy
look
with
at their
average.
squad and it's pretty.
What were Fulham
set.
missing before this? They were missing some X factor. They were missing some maybe
Some
excitement,
depth.
some spark.
Kevin?
Depth
Some
as well
depth,
too.
in
Kevin,
my
if you
opinion.
look at
Spark.
Chukwueze and Kevin on either wing,
Yeah, spark.
when we played against them, who was it? It was like Iwobi on one side and who was even on the right? I can't even remember.
I can't remember. Larson.
I mean,
so that called
Abe-
Larson.
it-
Andreas
was
Pereira,
Burnley.
mind you, left
No,
as well.
The last one was Burnley. Who's won the round?
It was Castagna who played.
Castagna played, yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
looking
Castagna
at both
played.
those
Castagna
sides and I'm
played
thinking
on
to
the right side,
myself,
yeah,
nah,
true.
that's poor out wide. And Adama is like inconsistent.
I say
think,
average.
I think signing those two, to be fair, does
That's
address
average.
a need
It's
for
average.
Fulham.
Yeah, it's the most
Average.
average one.
I would put them above Crystal Palace.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
those are two signings
Yeah,
that
I mean,
make them
Kevin
exciting.
Pino, they're kind of the same.
Yeah, but
They're brought in to bring in that little bit of X factor
but
and
they
magic.
didn't lose anybody.
Fulham started
Palace
as a
did.
good base and they kept all
All
their
right,
players as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But then Palace kept Guehi.
Yeah.
We'll move on anyway. Next up,
Man United.
Liaz, you'll be excited about this one. Manchester United.
Yeah, with United, there was some huge areas of concern for them. Mainly putting the ball in the back of the net was a huge one. So Man United decided to sign a whole front three of Sesko, Mbeumo and Cunha. Mbeumo and Cunha obviously coming with that Premier League proven experience, almost impacting the first team immediately. And Sesko being the one that's a bit more of a potential. We're looking at him being a young player coming in. United maybe looking for the right age profile for someone to spend their best years at the club with someone like Sesko. And United fans, I felt were scarred from the past mistakes of transfers with the likes of Højlund. We're spending that much money on a young talent, but I don't think we should be. We should look to a signing like Sesko as someone that was sought after by Europe's elite, and United end up getting him anyway. I still think the glaring issue was Manchester United's midfield. Because now United go into this season with Casemiro, Ugarte, Bruno Fernandes and Kobe Mino as their midfield options only, playing in a system that requires a double pivot. And Bruno Fernandes seems to be the guy that plays there a lot. I only look at Man United to be in that good to average kind of range. And
For me, it's obvious. It's incomplete. It's the most
you say it's incomplete still.
That's the easiest one on the entire list, bro. They
You reckon?
signed well in some positions. They signed question marks in others in terms of, I think Sesko at the moment is a question.
I'd say bottom average,
Lemon.
high incomplete.
Lemon.
He's still a question mark over the keeper as well.
I've never watched him in my life, so
Yeah,
I
same.
can't speak on him per se. He could be very good.
Lemon
He
in
could be anybody. I don't know. So it could be a great sign. It could be bad. I don't
Say no
know.
more. Say no
But
more,
I
say
think
no more.
midfield was a huge issue last year. Ball progression, playing through the center. I
Yeah.
think Bruno. I don't think any of these midfielders really suit the system.
No,
if you
none
wanna
of
go
them
off
do.
that.
None of them do.
And I think going for Baleba showed us an inclination that they were trying to attack
They
that
knew.
position.
At least they
So
identified
to
it.
end up with nothing is extremely frustrating. Yes, they brought in good players, but there are still big holes in this team. So for me, this is an easy incomplete.
But would you say, so cool, what would you say United's biggest issue was last season?
Oh, they had a lot. They finished 15th.
Yeah, actually, what would you say number one was priority? I would say putting the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, but to put the ball in the back of the net as well.
You have to progress the ball 100%. So that's why I'd say it's 1A, 1B between an attack and midfield. The attack was, and it was, I was
If they
talking about
sign a
this- I was talking about this with
midfielder,
Liban here.
if they
What are
sign
you
a
saying?
midfielder, I
Low
might even
average,
go great.
low
I might
average.
That's
even
what
go
I
great.
was going to say.
If
I
they
feel
sign
like
a- if they sign a
had they
Baleba-
signed a
that's what I'm saying,
Baleba
yeah,
or a
and I can't lie,
midfielder,
Baleba would immediately fly us up there. It would fly us up
I would go average. Because I think the players
Low
that you signed
average,
as
I'm not
well,
bad.
like the attacking trio, I think you've actually done well.
So how can be average?
Because then midfield where you haven't, I don't think keeper it's really a guaranteed.
I think Cunha.
improvement.
I think Cunha and Mbeumo.
Immediate.
I can't lie, man.
Yeah.
I can't lie, man, bro. It's the same as City.
It's incomplete, bro.
City, they lacked defenders. United are lacking midfielders.
And by the
It's
way,
incomplete.
we can't sign a coach, so it's
Yeah.
not like we can't sign a coach. So there's nothing we can really do to be perfect, right? Like,
Incomplete.
for what the
incomplete, I'm
squad
with that.
needed,
Incomplete.
for what
Yeah.
the squad needed, we did well, but we're missing a huge thing,
Yeah.
bro.
And it's
incomplete.
the engine room
It's
as
a
well.
huge
It's the most
thing.
important part of the
Yeah, it's like
No, I'm with
it's
that.
not like you're missing a wing back. You're missing
Put them,
midfielders.
Yeah.
put Manchester United in incomplete.
And we don't actually
I
have
actually
depth
agree with that.
at wing back as well.
No,
But
we
whenever
don't,
Doku
but
goes
you
down,
can't
Stanley are
do
playing
it.
out there as well. But we can't expect it
Ahmad
together. I
left
think
wing back, man.
Ahmad left wing back. Thank God
You're
you're
not playing
coach.
right wing back. It don't matter.
It's almost bad. It's almost as bad profile. It's
Whip
almost
it, blood.
It's almost as bad profiling as Amarim does. That's horrible.
Next up, we have
AFC
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Come on, baby.
They lost
listen.
4/5 of their defense.
They lost
And-
a lot.
and-
Kepa,
but they were-
Hoysons,
Kirkus.
Kirkes,
Zabani's gone.
Zabeni.
And Zabani.
Dango
to PSG
Otara's
as
gone.
well.
But they replaced him with who? Come on, Diakite.
He was
Quality.
quality.
He's
Yeah.
quality.
Come on, baby.
These first
He's the
couple
next
of games.
Lille super
Bro,
center
I
back.
felt
Come
him
on,
on the
baby.
weekend.
Ben Doak. They got into
Felt him at the
Liverpool as well.
weekend.
Bro, I felt him.
So
telling you.
basically, goalkeeper the replacement with Petrovic. Right back.
That's a downgrade.
I don't know.
Petrovic.
I don't
watched
think
him
it's
at
that bad.
pre-season against Man
It's
United.
sideways
okay.
move.
It's okay.
Petrovic is
Yeah,
bad.
sideways.
It's okay.
I hear it. We'll see throughout the season.
okay. 2 clean
Petrovic.
sheets.
brother, I was
And
watching
last
him
season,
pre-season.
strike-
Anytime Petrovic drops a clean sheet, make sure you add.
Petrovic
add
is very
some
good at
time.
James Trafford team with me.
It's very good for Strasbourg.
You know,
Yeah,
James
yeah,
Trafford
Last
was
season
in my
was very
membership
good.
the whole
Yeah,
season
yeah,
after.
I love
Last
that.
season was very good.
It's very good for Strasbourg.
Truffers come in, done very well.
He keeps calling him Truffard, and it kills
Same thing,
me.
wallah.
I swear to you, someone
Truffle.
put a
Who are you
compilation
talking about?
together.
Bro, Truffle.
Truffle. You just called him Truffle. You want pig
Who's you
seed
talking
for
about? The
it?
left back?
Yeah.
Truffle.
Yeah, you're going mad.
True fair.
On the right back,
Yeah.
Alex Jimenez. So defensively, they've actually done.
Alex Jimenez.
Do you know what I actually want him to do a TikTok just pronouncing Premier League players' names?
Yeah, you see
Genuinely, I want
They've
this guy to
added-
do TikTok
they've
about
added-
pronouncing
Video
names.
idea right there. I can't even
That's
lie.
a video idea, but yes.
You know Premier League players.
Basil
saying every
pronouncing
Premier League player's name.
pronouncing
Hey,
Premier
Hey, if you
League
don't want to
names.
comment that,
I got
see
you. I
that,
can get
comment
credit.
below.
I was just guessing the
They've
no,
added,
apologies.
they've
Go for
added
it.
Ben
Tough crowd over
Doak
there.
and they've added Adley. So they've done very well in terms of the going forward. I feel like low key, yeah, bro. How much did they sell? They sold 238 million.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
some really good players.
Exactly. They've added.
But this isn't like,
He keeps adding. He keeps bringing up the sales first, like this is a sales
Yeah.
pitch. This isn't the Sunday car boom
real
market.
estate,
No,
real
but hold
estate
on.
agent.
He's saying it like
He does this for a living. He does this for a living.
Hold on, Faisal.
Salesman,
This
bro.
isn't like Liverpool selling their scrubs. They're selling their best players. Of course,
Bro,
they're selling-
literally.
But guess what? They sold their best players.
Yeah.
For 200 combined 238 million.
Yes.
Yeah, good money.
They've added now 128 million in terms of players. But
Do you
they've
think the
added-
quality
also
matches up to what they
they've added
sold?
more. I mean, Dean Hoyson is the only one. Dean Hoyson.
Zabarni?
Have they signed a
It's
centre half better than
unbelievable.
Zabani?
I like him too, man, but I don't know about Zabarni.
You two are so dumb, I swear.
Alex Jimenez, Chauffeur, Adley, come on,
Bro,
Ben Doak.
man.
I low key
I
think,
don't
yeah.
know, man.
I'm a bit real. It's a good site. It's a good window. It's a good window. You can't say average.
Yeah.
Is Iraola?
I'm leaning
Is your
towards
boy
good.
Iraola happy
I'm
after
leaning
this window's
towards good.
closed?
I can't lie.
Is your boy Anthony Iraola happy after this?
Andy,
after this?
Andy,
That's a question I have for you. Andy is crazy.
Andy!
Andy's mad.
Man,
Andy's
I
mad.
don't call him Andy Nee. I call him Andy.
You call Andy. Andy. So what did Andy tell you?
He called him Faye Andy. Listen,
Hey, he calls you
Listen,
Faye.
I will be real. The defenders they replaced. Going forward, they've actually added more.
No, but when
to
you
it.
say replaced, I'm saying, do you think they replaced them adequately? Is the question.
Did they sign players
Yes,
that
they
made
have.
them better
Yes, they have, yeah.
or worse?
No, but
I mean, it's
but
hard.
hold on,
No, I'm not
Have
saying
they,
you
have
could-
they,
yeah, 'cause
have they
it's
kept up the
it's
same
good.
level, better or worse?
When you're
But Lias.
They put the bodies in.
Last season, no one was looking at the likes of Kirkus, the likes of Dean Hoyson
That's what I
coming
was
in.
just about to
No
say.
one
Straight
looked
away
at-
and saying
now,
these are going to be brilliant.
Now we're
players.
looking at them as PSG Madrid caliber players.
And
Yeah,
in about
Bournemouth
8
bigger
months,
than
sign Madrid
bro, in
PSG
about 8
caliber
months from
players.
now,
True.
Madrid fans say, Alex Jimenez, bring him back to Madrid. Truffer, it's going to go to
What if they don't? What if they don't?
Huh?
What if they don't work out?
And you know what? 9 months from now, we might make a video and say, how did the teams do in the summer window? Now we can't do that. I'm
Hey,
saying
listen,
good.
last year we had West Ham in the top tier
That's what
category.
I'm saying good. I'm saying they've done good. They've added more players going forward. Adley and Ben Doak.
Even Adley, I think, is a good one.
Ben
Krupi
Doak, what
as
do we know
well.
about Ben Doak?
No,
man?
Ben Doak,
We're talking about
Ben Doak. I'm like,
sensation.
Liverpool finessed him. I can't lie.
Sensation.
No, it's not that. Liverpool actually finessed him
I've
with that
watched
one.
Ben Doak. He's not horrible. He's
good.
not horrible.
He's good.
He's all right.
I say good.
I
I'm not mad at good.
put him in good.
I'm not
Now
mad at
about
good.
Burnley as well, man.
Now this is one I've been waiting for.
I don't know if it is.
Sunderland Athletic, where are we putting them?
Wow.
Because they have had...
Wait.
Interesting window.
According to my very quickly, just going back to Bournemouth. According to my sources, this is I reached out to a Bournemouth fan. He just said they signed a Serbian kid called Veljko Miroslav.
Whoever sent that team, you're a legend. Whoever sent that team, you're a legend. I love you.
And apparently, the streets of
What's
Serbia.
his name? No, what's his name? We didn't hear you.
The streets of Serbia. The
streets of
The
Serbia.
streets of England.
It's saying like he's next up in Dean Huijsen, and in 12 months from now, he's gonna be making a big signing, bro. A big money in terms of from top 6 clubs, maybe United. Might be good enough.
Yeah, just chill out.
He's trying to sell this to me, bro. United might be
Who signed?
You might be his next employer.
That is insane. That is insane.
I'm just saying.
Better
But
call Saul, man.
Sunderland, they have signed Habib Diarra, Reynaldo from Atletico Madrid, Talbi from Bruges, Simon Adingra, Granit Xhaka, Mark Gui they did bring in, but then obviously terminated his loan.
Quickly take him back.
Quick time. But to replace him, they did bring in Brian Brobby, Gertruda, and
Brian
Mukiele
Brobby.
as well.
Can I be honest? This is perfect. For Sunderland, this is a perfect window. It's a perfect window. What more can they do?
I like where you're going.
Oh, seriously, what more can Sunderland
170 million
promoted from the
spent,
Championship
by the way.
Is this easily must be the best window of a promoted team we've ever seen?
We've had some on paper.
Out
we've
of
had
this?
some-
Fulham, a couple years ago, fam.
But they got relegated with that 100 mil spent.
No, but he's
Sunderland might
talking
get
about the window,
relegated
yeah.
too.
It was
Yeah,
about the window when you come in,
I don't
regardless what you
think
do.
so.
I'm
I
talking
don't
about
think so.
before we even these guys have spent. This is what you have to do when you come from the Championship. Prepare your squad correctly for the battles of the Premier League. The level jump, we know about it so much. How many Championship teams are whiplashed as soon as they come into the
By
Premier
the
League
way,
team? And it still could happen, by the way. I'm not saying that it confirms something in there.
below Burnley and Leeds by quite a distance last
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
So they
And they knew they had to even catch up to them, let alone
made
catch
a
up to
playoff
us
push.
in the Premier League.
I would love
It's
to.
an
I would
unbelievable
love to
window.
know how they've managed to attract some of these players. I know
Manager.
Sunderland's a big club
The
historically.
manager, Reggie Lebris.
Is he got the contact book of all of Europe all of a sudden now?
To be fair, he was at Lorient, and a lot of these players have either been or through Ligue 1.
How did he get Xhaka at the club, man? I want to know how he got Granit Xhaka at the club.
That's easy. That's Premier League.
I want to know how he got Granit Xhaka at Sunderland, bro.
He wants to come back to the Premier League. One last dance.
He wanted to go back to Basel at one point. He was talking on the mic saying, "I'll be back."
Yeah.
And then he rocks up at Sunderland.
Bro,
I
imagine
need to know the
Leverkusen.
recruitment
Imagine, here's the
They
thing.
put in
Xhaka,
coaching job afterwards potentially. Get
Xhaka
straight to the
left
coaching staff.
Arsenal under a dark cloud, revived his name at Leverkusen.
Yeah, great signing.
And he's thinking, bro, 32, you know what? One last dance for a promoted side where I'm...
a brilliant
Bro, they gave him the
stadium. It's a brilliant
armband
stadium
out
to
of the
I
game.
love the signing.
So for
It's a
me,
brilliant stadium to play
I
at as
agree
well.
with
It's
you. I think it's a perfect
What
window.
more could Sunderland do? Honestly, like this is it. They signed
Yeah.
Paul in every position.
Perfect
They spent
window.
what,
Yeah, what
200?
really could they do? Like sign something another
And
Premier League team,
they're
a signing of a
players, by
Premier
the
League team that
way.
they're
Just look,
competing with.
Mukiele has Champions League experience.
Yeah.
Ronaldo has Champions League experience.
That's a
Brian Brobby has scored in big leagues.
And it's
like-
different. You know what it's different to? Nottingham Forest had like 20 plus players out of nowhere. And it felt like it didn't really fit all into one team as a bloated squad.
But then
it seems like
eventually-
there was a plan with the talent they were signing
But
as
then
well.
eventually
This
it
was
clicked
really-
for Forest and
It
they
did.
almost
It
competed
did.
the Champions
It
League.
did.
So
It
They spent
did.
187 million, which is crazy.
ridiculous coming up from the Championship.
that's a record
The
for
football,
Brighton.
the money in England is a whole other conversation.
I say perfect as well. I say perfect as well.
perfect.
window.
Let's move on to the next team, which is Leeds United. Now, Leeds United have made a couple of interesting signings as well.
Interesting as time.
Noah Okafor from AC Milan has come in for 17 million. James Justin, Dominic Calvert-Lewin on a free transfer. Lucas Perry,
Why are you
Sean
laughing?
Longstaff,
like
Sebastian Bornau as well from Jacobijol from Udinese. Lucas Nemecha as well on a free transfer.
Put these brothers in awful, man.
Damn,
Easily awful, bro. What the hell?
I can't lie.
Low-key,
I'm
yeah,
liable
same,
to
same.
agree.
Is those Premier League signings?
I don't
Same,
feel like
same,
it's
same.
good enough to keep them up. Like they were lacking a goal scorer last year. I think Dan James was their second highest goal scorer with 12 goals. Was it Joe Pirot? I think had 19 goals. The goal scorer they signed is Calvert-Lewin.
How long are we recording for now?
You must be out your mind.
Yeah, we need to move on.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm
Leeds
looking
and
at I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this list, and it's just
Yeah.
it's
Allow
not,
it.
it's
That's a
not
pretty
happening.
straightforward one. Put Leeds.
Sean
in.
Longstaff.
Sorry, Leeds fan. If you think different.
Dominic
let us know in the
Calvert-Lewin,
comments.
2025.
I think even Leeds fans have looked at some of their signings and said, like, what are we doing here,
I
man?
can't lie. When I predicted them to get relegated, they were like,
They'll have a good
Fortunately, you are
away
correct,
end though. They'll have a good away end though. Ellen Road will be a fun place to go. God
"Oh, you
damn.
ain't going there." Anyway,
Forest.
moving on to the next team, we are moving on to Nottingham Forest. Now, Forest, they have signed Cubiano from Botafogo, Alexander Zinchenko on loan from Arsenal.
Bro, chill with them teams there. You don't even know what you're uploading them for, bro.
Garrett
Yeah,
Zinchenko
mad.
at the league.
Mad
But
guy, mad.
Dylan Backway as well.
Facts.
Douglas Luiz
Live.
coming in from Juve. Arnold Calimuendo from Rennes. James McAtee from Man City, Omari Hutchinson, Dan Ndoye to replace the outgoing Anthony Elanga.
Okay.
That's a great window.
I think it's a good one.
But yes.
Douglas Luiz,
I like the signing
Ndoye,
of
Amari
McAtee.
Hutchinson, Igor Jesus.
I
Bro,
really
they
like the
only
signing of
lost
Douglas
Elanga
Luiz.
and they've signed a bunch of ballers. I can
Yeah.
see how this can't be anything.
What do you think?
Matt Turner, you know?
Excessively signed.
They always excessively
bloated.
sign.
Too
It's
much.
bloated.
It's
Too
bloated.
much. I feel like it's too much.
That's the Nottingham
Throw
Forest
enough
way,
shit
though.
at the wall, something's
No,
gonna
but I don't know if I
I
can.
actually think that's their transfer policy.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
think that's
I don't know if I
transfer
can punish their score because they signed a lot of players.
Yeah.
Like we can see if it ends up being too much, but right now we can only judge the quality of which they signed. I think they've signed a lot of good players, bro. And who did they lost? Only Elanga. I think they actually got a lot of money for Elanga. To be
Danilo
fair.
as well.
I think they
Danilo's
lost still there, no?
Yeah, they lost
Yes.
Danilo as well too. But I think
Yeah.
they've replaced these guys in pretty good ways, bro. I think they've added depth as well
I
too.
agree.
They're going to be playing in Europe. They have now 2 players for every single position. A big thing was right back, and I think they ended up getting their guy as well too. So I'd go great to be
Yeah,
fair.
I
Above
agree
Everton as
with
well
that.
too. I think they've had a really good window.
I think it's a really good window.
I don't
They'll
know how they
probably
do it.
Douglas
be
Luiz is
outsiders for the
brilliant,
European spots again. I think for sure.
Which at the start of the season I was a little worried about.
Hesitant, yeah.
But I think they've done a lot of strong
Facts.
business. Yeah.
I can't lie, the next team sound awful, man. Just move on.
Put them behind Everton though. I can't
No,
lie.
I put Forest above Everton.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so.
What would you say?
I'd probably put him behind Everton.
I hear it.
I'd put him
What
behind
do you
Everton.
hear?
I hear why he's doing it because in terms of
What would you do?
squad
What's
depth.
your
What
opinion?
would you do?
My opinion, I never had him a great in the first place.
So
I
you
had,
put Everton above them.
I had him a good.
So then you put Everton above them.
Alright, cool. Next up,
Brentford just put him awful. Like,
Yeah, awful, bro.
there needs to be a section below awful.
yeah, man.
And it's called Brentford.
We're putting Brentford under the table.
No.
No.
They're
There's-
not, they're not worse than Leeds.
We're putting them under the table. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
They've
no,
lost Thomas Frank, Norgard, Mbembo, Wissa,
Yeah, man.
Ben Mee,
Ben
Flecken. They kind of upgraded. I can't lie.
Wait, they lost Ben Mee?
Yeah, they lost Ben Mee as well. Big dog,
They lost
man.
Ben Mee as well.
Hey. Shut up, man. Yeah, no, for real though. Put Brentford in awful. Like I don't even want
I
too
think
much
they have a
discussion
better
on
window
this.
than Leeds.
Now Dango Ouattara is the only real big incoming. I feel like they did sign Reece Nelson on loan.
can you
You're still
grow up?
laughing. You're still laughing. Bro.
But this guy, he loves his emotes, bro. I clocked. You
Nah,
think it's worse than
fairs.
Leeds. I think they've done better business than Leeds, man.
Nah,
You
bro, no,
reckon?
it's worse.
Let's have it because we touched on their outgoings, incomings.
just
Jordan
brought in-
Henderson as well.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Henderson or Longstaff. I'm thinking Henderson.
No, Henderson or Norgard.
The replacements.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at it, bro. That's really how you gotta look at it,
Bro, they lost their captain and their 2 best players, bro.
bro. It's
And the
insane.
And the manager's got to tell, bro,
Yeah,
man.
man.
And defender.
God
Yeah.
damn.
In Ben
Put
Hugh.
it in the bag,
I
man.
tried, man. Brentford,
Next
I tried,
up,
man.
after Brentford and their relegation, we have Tottenham Hotspur.
Take the floor, good sir.
I put them great.
Take the floor, good sir.
I want to say good.
Really?
I really want to say good. I can't say great because I still feel like in the left wing area we should have signed better, in my opinion. We spent a lot of money on Tell, and as much as I think he's going to come good eventually, I think ready-made player now would have come in handy. I still think we're missing left back. Obviously, we're playing Spence as cover for both fullback positions.
Are you including your manager in the incomings?
No,
you don't do
no,
that.
come on.
'Cause
no,
if
no,
you
I'm not
were,
doing
you'd
that.
have to put
But
him
I think
great.
in terms of the signings we've done, great ones. Kudus, I love. Palhinha, I
Unbelievable.
like. Simmons. Oh, brother, I'm over the moon with that one. But all the signings that have come in.
Right?
RKM.
No. Kolomwani on deadline day as
Randolph
well.
Fuad-Kadani.
Koto Takai, Japanese centre back as well. Listen,
Don't want to guess that one.
He better not have a stinker,
So
man.
he tried to
He
skip
better
that
not have a
one.
stinker,
Randolph
'cause I know
Fuad-Kadani, you know.
I got a tweet in the drafts.
It is, I need you to delete that.
I love the signing though. I love. That's one of my favorite signings this
I
window.
think they all come in and address a problem
But I
that
also
we've
think
had.
they've improved the quality of your team
100%,
massively, bro. You guys
I
are a
think
much
now-
better team
now. We
this year
actually
than last
have
year.
strength in depth. There's 2 players for every
I think
position.
even starting, you guys are a better team this year than you were last year. I think.
You could argue it, but I still, for me, there were just a few holes that we just didn't address defensively, and in the attacking areas, there was still 1 or 2 more bodies I feel like we could have got in. If you lot want to go great, we can go there.
it's a
I'm
great
happy
window.
to put them good and above Chelsea.
I think personally,
I think it's a great window.
I think it's great as well
You think it's great?
Yeah.
because of who you've signed and the quality
Yeah.
of the players you've signed.
Think about when Kulu and Mados come back into this team.
Because for me, it's like needle. It's for me, it's
my
needle
God,
movers, right?
bro.
The reason I have them above Chelsea, I think Chelsea have signed good players as well too, but I don't feel like as many of them move the needle from where they were,
Where they were
to
already.
where they are now.
Yeah.
Spurs, obviously, they're making up a lot of ground from where they were, but I
17th,
think they
dear
really
God.
have players that will improve the team much more than where they were last season.
And then I'm thinking, is there anyone else? Nah, Danso was last season.
No, Danso's this year, bro. You bought Danso
We
this
loaned
year.
him, yeah, and then we actually purchased him
That's
this
his
season.
great.
Same with
Signings
Tel.
this
Same
season.
with Tel.
Yeah,
to be
those are
fair,
two
yeah.
signings this year.
I mean, yeah. Okay, then
It's a
put him
great
in great.
window. It's a great window.
I played that perfectly.
great-
Underplayed him. so they
Underplay,
could-
and then you get us to guess it.
You know what? Think about it.
Nice
more,
one,
actually.
boys.
Were they even better than Chelsea, to be fair?
Get him in there. Of course, it's a great one. We're coming for more in Jan. Next up, we have Newcastle.
Awful. It's pretty awful, man.
No, I
don't
don't
know.
think
I didn't agree
so.
with you putting them as your
I
winners.
forgot to ask you a question.
No,
I don't agree.
because I actually think they brought in
Winners?
six.
Wait, what do you mean winners?
He said they were one of the three.
For me, they're
winners
one of the winners of the Premier.
How?
'cause-
I think we're one of the
Okay,
losers.
losing Isaac is huge. But I think Wissa and
they were
Voltmade,
the
two
losers.
good replacements. Now, Voltmade, we don't know what we're going to get yet.
Voltamada.
Voldemort, as some would call him.
Voltamada's
But-
I'm a fan of this guy off his name alone, bro. Honestly.
He's passed his name to us.
But
So what? They
I thi-
signed
I think
Elanga, signed Wissa, signed Jacob Ramsey, got Aaron Ramsey was already there,
Aaron Ramsdale's a backup goalkeeper, bro. That's an upgrade on your backup
and then they
keepers
brought
that you had.
Voldemort as well.
Like, for me, it's
I want to
six
say they're
good
winners,
players.
but I actually want to say they're
So
losers.
here's the
either.
thing: they signed six
You need
players that
context involved
they
with
improves their depth and improves
Who
the
they
quality of their
missed out
first
on,
team.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Those are the two issues that you had
They
with
got their
Newcastle.
sixth
The
choice
issue
striker.
was,
They
I
were
understand.
quoting 150 million for Isak all summer just to end up getting 130 at the end. Wissa, for me, I'm not really that convinced. 55 million
for
for
55
a 28-year-old with 1 year left on his deal. Voltamada is a complete unknown at this level. I do like the signings of Jacob Ramsey, to be fair. I
And
do.
Elanga.
Malik Thiaw is
Malik
all right.
Thiaw is a
He's
sleeper.
all right, bro. He was okay at Milan the last few seasons. He has potential to get better, but let's be real. He's not one of the best center backs
I think
in the
when you
world.
look at Shaw and Botman's injury record,
Is he
bro,
an upgrade on either of them guaranteed?
for me, I think he's a perfect fill-in.
Yeah, but you don't need a fill-in though.
But it's the same thing you lot were saying, Guehi and Konate and all them. Having those extra bodies
But
there
that's
is
to make it
necessary.
that's to make it perfect.
To make it perfect. Hold on, but at the same time, context is very
I don't know
important.
about awful. Awful for me is harsh.
That's insane for me.
For me, I don't think it's a great.
Just because they lost Isaac
But
and they didn't get their
Isaac.
primary striker.
But they didn't get,
What,
bro. They
Sesko?
didn't get their.
Sesko
Hold on,
would've just
hold on,
made a
hold on.
gamble.
They didn't get their
Primary-
six. They didn't get their six primary
They were
strikers.
looking for a
They
striker
wanted
for a while, bro.
They wanted Joao Pedro.
And
They
you
wanted
have to
Benjamin Sesko. They wanted
Ekitike.
Ekitike.
Bro, they were bitched. They were bitched in the window.
Four.
Newcastle.
So they got a
signed-
fifth.
they
They were rejected 4 times at the club.
Voltamade, who was good for like 6 months, the Euros, fair
He
enough.
started 17 games. in the league
17
last
games.
season.
Come
He's
on.
an unknown quantity. I don't know what he is.
By the way, Voltamade, wallahi al-azim, for 90 million. A'udhu billah.
Oh, 90 million. We're stretching
Nice.
prices.
Huh?
No. It's I think it's 67.
No, 90.
Pound.
No,
it's not
85 million
You're
euros.
talking
is what it
euros.
said.
We're in
Nah,
England.
nah,
It's
It's about 8 million.
Stop looking at
Dollars,
euros.
dollars,
Stop looking at
dollars.
euros. Now you're gonna do yen next.
Dollars.
This Haiwan.
Dollars, man. Come on, baby.
Guy's hilarious.
So you're saying awful.
No,
based
it's not
on-
awful. It's not awful. It's not awful. It's not awful.
Why are you discrediting their window for me? That's what I want to know. Because I actually think it's a good window in terms of Newcastle.
I don't think so.
I'm discrediting because of the fact 6 months, you want a lot of money for Isaac, you sold him for less. That's one.
It's a record transfer.
You sold him for less what you wanted.
It's
But
a
you were trying to
record.
stand on
You're
business.
breaking
You're
records,
You're
bro.
trying to stand
Who
on
had
business.
130 mil to
Who had- they
100
would've-
Liverpool
The
said to
record
them
would have
they
been
wouldn't
broken earlier in the
Ekitike
window as
either.
well too. It's Isak. They were always gonna break the record, bro.
Ekitike, Sesko, they missed out on as well to
Ekitike,
United.
the replacement you wanted. You lost,
Liverpool
you
said
lost
we'll
out.
get one of them or both. What?
You say
And
because
they
they
lost the
got
window.
little
By
bro
the way,
were taxing
They
them.
got
By the
Little
way-
Broad everywhere though. If you got Little Broad once, I don't mind.
For me, it's the fact that they
by
got
the way-
little bro and recovered it at the end.
But it's not even.
Recovered it by like.
I think these are good.
They were fighting off scraps.
That's like Chris Paul with 3 points down the
down
down
1,000 points.
Big 3 to cut down the lead of 42.
and even defenders, they want Mark Guehi as well, fam. Let's remember.
Yeah, they did want Gay here.
They were linking
That was
it.
last year, wasn't it?
They want
season
this
as
summer
well.
as
This
well.
summer as
And
well.
guess
I don't
what?
think
They
they
didn't
were
get
in
it.
They
this
were linked
summer.
early this
You
summer.
know
They were.
what, bro? It's an awful.
No, it's
No,
not
it's
awful
not
though. It's not awful.
Okay, well,
I'm with you,
okay,
but it's
well,
not
okay.
awful.
If you don't put him awful,
great, you're
you put
saying
him
it's too high.
Average, I'm fine.
Definitely not great.
Average.
you're saying-
The answer is average.
If it's not awful,
Are they a
that'd be
better?
great.
Are they a better
It'd be
team than they were
average.
last season?
I think so.
No way.
No,
No
sorry, the loss
no
of
way.
Isak is monumental.
Isak
Let
is
me not lie, let me
huge.
not
No,
lie.
and I don't think they
Let me not
replaced.
lie.
I'm honestly not convinced by the way they replaced him, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
100%.
That's the thing.
I
with me.
think you're never
If
gonna
they
replace
sign-
like for like
no,
for a
but
player
you
of that
can,
caliber.
You
No,
can
but you can get
replace
as
it
close
well
as you can
enough.
with two
Like,
good two
but
players
for
that
me,
you know.
Voltamada and
Question
Wissa-
mark
some of
and question mark as well. We don't know if
They
Wiss is
wanted
going
to
to do
spend
it
65
unbelievably
on
well.
Trent Larson as
Do
well,
you
too, by the
know?
way.
Do you know that Wiss is going to do unbelievably well
And
straight
guess
away?
what? And guess what? Guess what? Brother.
You hope, but I'm saying
guess
this is
what?
what we've got to judge the
They-
transfer window.
They're not playing
It's average,
Conference
man.
League. They're not playing Europa League. They're playing Champions
One game a week
League.
or Champions League?
They're playing Champions
Oh
League.
yeah, they are, innit? They actually
You're
got some
telling me-
big games as well. Barcelona first
So,
game.
so you're telling me that window in Champions League football
Guys, average.
is enough?
It's average window. It's an average window, guys.
I think it all depends on
it's
what
an average
Voltamada
window,
is,
guys.
but he's such a risk for me. Like he's a complete unknown quantity, bro.
Yeah, we can't judge on what we don't know.
by the way,
But I'm
if
saying
it's not-
average is
Let's
fair.
think about it.
Average is in between the two.
You're saying
You're saying
average.
great. You're saying awful average is in between.
You're saying average.
They're in between average and awful. There's obviously not. No, they're not. If there was
It's something in between.
then it would be.
No. We can't keep
Bottom of
creating new
average. Bottom of
categories.
average.
They're
Bottom of
They're
average.
bottom of average.
Bottom
for
of
me,
average.
bro.
Bottom of average is what
So
they are.
you're average.
I say high awful.
High awful.
It's above Leeds. It's above Leeds.
All
and
right,
Brentford.
we'll go average then. Table majority. We'll go with that. Next up, we have
Hammers.
the West Ham of London.
One of the best celebrations ever is Paqueta, by the way.
Who did they
Telling-
sign
telling-
outside of
telling the
Diouf
world he's
and Wilson?
signing. He's staying.
Malik Diouf was obviously
That's
the
a good
big
signing.
signing
Lost
coming in.
Kudus.
Bear with me one
They did
second.
lose Kudus.
Fucking hell,
Yeah,
bro.
lost Kudus as well, which is huge.
They kept
Yeah, the
Paqueta.
incomings are Matheus Fernandes.
Got a hit.
He's a good signing. That's a good signing. For
Igor
them.
Julio on
Yeah.
loan from
Hermansen, the
Brighton.
keeper. Hermansen, the
Man's what I
keeper.
put in the bag, man. When I saw him against
Wow.
Chelsea, put
I
in the
think
bag.
this might be awful. I can't lie to you.
No, I go average.
Kyle Walker-Peters, Callum Wilson,
I go
Mads
average.
Hermansen.
Callum Wilson.
Callum Wilson.
Come on, man.
The Don,
Mads-
hold on, the zone. Yes.
He just scored this weekend. He just scored this weekend.
The penalty, the last
It
second.
wasn't a penalty. It wasn't a penalty. He didn't watch the game. It was a penalty. You didn't watch the game.
Penalty, no
You just
penalty.
exposed yourself. He didn't
It's
score a
the
penalty. He didn't score a penalty. It was a brilliant header.
School him,
It was a
Liaz.
brilliant goal. What are you
School
talking
him,
about,
Liaz.
bro?
It's Callum Wilson. Well,
Tell him respect your colleague.
Got the same amount of goals as Vinny this year, bro.
Oh!
You got one.
What? Is it one goal?
Yeah, we got one
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Try to guess it up.
Their outgoings are
Yeah, a
Kudus.
penalty. What do you need to watch the game?
Kudus is gone.
Hey, Cal, hey.
Naif Agüero is gone. Adson Alvarez gone. For
me, it's an average window.
Yeah, it's
Bro,
the rest they
I
are.
don't think.
I think
so.
Joof's a great signing.
Neither
And I think
here nor
Matheus Fernandes is actually a good signing as well, too.
Yeah,
I think for me, he
Fernandes
was
is good.
Southampton's best player last year, not Dibbling.
Southampton, yeah, Matheus Fernandes.
I
Yeah,
like
he was
him.
very, very good. He
Lost
was very, very
Edison
good. at
Alvarez,
Southampton.
lost Emerson.
These aren't losses
Diouf
for
is
me,
good.
bro.
What, Emerson?
Hermansen.
Emerson was one of their best players, in my
They
opinion.
got Diouf. I think Diouf is a good replacement.
Yeah, you could say that.
For me,
yeah.
Alvarez
Nathan
and Guido
Gued,
Rodriguez, these ain't losses.
Kudus, huge loss.
Kudus is a big loss.
Monumental.
Yeah, that's a big loss.
Monumental.
And Igor joined on loan as well.
I'm sorry, that is not a good window.
I think average for me.
I think West Ham fans will be ripping their hairs out with this window.
would you
Especially the loss of
would you
Kudus as well.
think
The loss
it's
of
Bro,
Kudus
better
is
than
huge.
Newcastle's?
No. I would put them at the bottom of average.
There is no way West Ham have had a better window than Manchester
that's
United
awful,
or
that's
Man
Well,
City.
that doesn't mean.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I'm saying it's awful.
Hold on. Average does not mean better than incomplete because Man United.
Yeah,
didn't
it's
make
not
the
incomplete,
ar-
it's not
yeah,
incomplete.
yeah.
Incomplete is its own little
No,
thing,
it's
bro.
like-
Weird
well.
ground.
Yeah.
Do you think they are better than Newcastle, Palace, or
Hell
Fulham?
no.
Then in that case,
They
put-
are, for me, in the
them
awful
awful.
category.
I had
That
them
is
awful in the first
awful,
place.
honestly. West Ham were meant to be a club that pushes onto those European spots, and
Those
no
players-
window do.
No, but you have to remember they
feel
came
like
off
they're
a
getting
transfer window that we gave them an A her last window, as well. So their squad is already a certain level.
I think their squad is.
And
I
a
think
lot
the
of them guys
manager is
are
a big issue.
gone.
The manager gone as well. The manager as
Yo,
well.
nah. For me, I would
said
go.
I want to say awful though.
I would say average.
Yeah, I'm probably leaning more towards average.
I think Diouf and Fernandes are good signings.
Nah.
What are we saying?
So you're saying average?
Yeah.
I
I
say
say
average.
I'd
Awful.
I'd
Boss
awful.
cool. Boss
Leave it to
cool.
the comments.
I'm
host.
taking charge on this one.
Okay.
I'm going awful. Sorry, lads.
Bottom,
But
top
put
of
them
top of awful.
top of awful. Malik
Okay.
Diouf will get them out of there.
Wolves is awful.
Wolves for me is awful.
Awful.
Next
Disgusting.
up, we
Yeah, I
have
don't even need to look.
Wolves.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
So I think their marquee signing was John Arias,
My boy.
from
put
Botafogo.
Put them
No,
awful, man.
Fluminense.
Fluminense.
Apologies, yeah.
Like 20 million?
At his little show at the Club World Cup. Who else have they brought in?
Cunha gone.
Aro
Nuri gone, Fabio
Kodare
Silva
for
gone.
23 million from Genk. Ladislav
these
Krejciki,
outgoings.
who you was telling us about Girona.
Wallahi al-azim, his cheeks. They signed Adoni, who was responsible for most of the goals that Girona conceded. His cheeks.
I remember you
Well,
said
that
this. I
prem
remember you
tax
said
is crazy, by the way. Wallah.
Yeah.
30 million from him. Well, I'm worth 10 million.
No, actually, it's a loan deal. It's a loan deal. It's a
No,
loan
you're
deal.
not.
Loan
No,
deal,
you're
yeah, loan
No,
deal.
you're not.
with
Yo,
obligation,
yo,
yeah.
you're not. You're
He said,
not.
well, lies.
If
You're not worth 10 million, brother.
Krejciki
You're not
is
worth
not... Krejciki is not
Can we
worth
put in the
30 million.
SDS five-a-side highlights in here? 10 million.
Krejciki
We
is
have to
not-
play clubs.
Okay, but
You have to play clubs. for you
Krejciki
to
is
play for
not
them,
worth
brother.
30 million more than me.
I hear
Why are you
you.
doing him like this,
No,
man?
I'm just saying. He said, "Wallahi, I'm 10 million."
Okay,
He
that's
said,
crazy.
"Wallahi,
Okay,
I'm 10
but
million."
But Krejciki is not worth 30 million more than me. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it.
What do you guys think is a
Footballer.
bigger difference? Krejciki's value or Faisal's value? Let us know the difference.
You're going,
Jack.
man.
Hey, Krejciki is worth... a mil,
What are
maybe.
you worth? Who are you worth?
What?
the market.
No.
No, compared to him.
Compared to Kwetschki. How about 15, like? 15-20.
He's so funny.
Oh,
yo.
like Kwetschki 30.
Yo, honestly, this is a
5'4" goalkeeper worth
this
50
kind
mil.
of shamelessness you
can't teach,
it,
you
bro.
can't.
Kwetschki 30 million.
But the outgoings for the Cunha gone, obviously.
Yeah,
Nuri
Nuri
gone,
gone.
Fabio Silva gone, Carlo Guedes gone, Semedo. Yeah, that
put
one.
them all
They
man.
lost all their
Sarabia,
best
they
players.
lost all
I
of their
think
best
this is a very easy one.
Yeah,
Put them in all four. Wolves fans, if you think different,
now,
let us know in the comments. Wolves fan, if you think
I think
different.
they're going to be frustrated anyway.
Last but most certainly not least,
Brighton Hove
we
Albion.
have the Seagulls, Brighton, who have brought
they
in
did.
the
I don't think they've done enough.
Boscagli, Coppola, Charalampos Kostulas, won the kid at Olympiacos, Tom Watson, and yeah,
But they
I think
lost.
that's
I
it.
think they lost.
Joao Pedro.
Turns of outgoings,
Joao
Joao Pedro
Pedro's
was
the
the big one.
biggest.
Valentin
Adingra.
Barco went to Strasbourg.
Adingra's
Matt
gone.
O'Reilly went to Marseille.
Estupinian.
He's
Estupinian
gone
also
AC
went to
Milan.
AC Milan. Tarek Lamptey to Fiorentina.
He's not a
And
big
Siso.
loss as bar Joao Pedro for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they've added. To be fair,
Yeah.
Brighton's going to make
They
them look
might,
incredible.
I was
think
gonna
it's
say,
I think
Brighton
average.
It's an
typical-
average. I think it's average as well.
They did the typical thing of signing like borderline unknown European players, and
Yeah.
we're gonna
Trying
be
to
Too
make
early
it
to
average,
tell.
yeah.
we're gonna platform.
But I
you,
also don't think
essentially.
they've lost enough to put them below average for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joao
Yeah.
Pedro is the biggest one.
Yeah.
That's
And I think they
average.
kept Baleba as well too.
I would put them at the
if
end
they
of
lost Baleba,
average.
it'd be-
I say
Yeah.
average.
But
At
they,
the end of
probably
average.
would have bought
Nah,
10
nah.
players
Are
for
we-
them.
are we-
Are we
Newcastle.
above
Sign five
Newcastle? No,
Balebas.
bro. I think Newcastle's too low on that average. There is no way Fulham, who only signed Kevin and what's his name on deadline day, are that high in average.
Okay, fair enough.
Move Fulham to the back for that. Yeah.
I can't. It's no. It's better. No. It's better than Brighton. It's better than Brighton. Fulham is better than Brighton at least, bro.
I
Okay.
agree.
Ah, yeah, I'd
Okay.
say so
Yeah.
as well.
Swap those around
On
and
paper, we don't know
on
what they're going to
paper.
Swap
become.
Newcastle and Palace as well. I would say.
I guess.
Palace didn't do enough for me. Palace didn't do enough for me.
But they kept Gay though.
6 quality signings.
Who's that?
Newcastle.
Does it
The
offset
players
the
that they
one
made.
loss?
I mean, the one loss is there is deep.
Who's actually replaced them?
And they didn't want us. They didn't want us.
Jeremy Pino.
Who's replaced
Listen,
them?
your La Liga tax ain't working here, bro.
Eze's gone and they bought in replacement as well.
Eze is moving
The
the
value
fucking
pound for
needle.
pound, Eze lost to Palace.
No.
Pound for pound to Eze.
No way.
No
way.
no.
No
Your
way.
FA Cup winner.
I don't agree.
Or your Carabao Cup winner.
Isaac, he didn't even want to sell Isaac.
Which
bro.
trophy weighs
The
heavier?
fact he didn't want to sell him tells you everything. The Brothers were happy to.
I'm happy with that list though.
You need to bear in mind, they made fourth last seasons. Fourth or fifth
Wait, who?
at Newcastle.
Fifth.
So you're telling me that the players which they signed
They're gonna
is
be-
enough to make them
I
stay
had-
in their position?
Yeah.
I don't know about
Because
that.
you look at the teams around it, it's Spurs, Villa.
I think
Those three
Spurs have-
teams.
I think Spurs have done more than Newcastle.
Will be
Put
tussling
Palace-
or wrestling, in my
Put
opinion.
Palace above Newcastle, man. Put Palace above Newcastle, man.
Listen, if the table votes,
Leave it to the
yeah,
comments.
yeah. Okay, cool, do it.
Leave it to the comments.
Listen, comments. As you can see the table there, we have decided Liverpool, Arsenal and Sunderland have had perfect windows. In the great category, we've put Everton, Nottingham Forest and Tottenham Hotspur. In the good, there is Chelsea, Bournemouth and Burnley. In average, we have Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Fulham and Brighton. Incomplete windows, we have Aston Villa, Man City and Man United. And in the awful windows, we have West Ham, Leeds United, Brentford and Wolves. Let us know what you think in the comments. We will catch you guys on the next video. Make sure you like the video. We'll catch you guys next time. Take care.